welcome listeners and viewers to a very cold, wet and windy Pepperoni Park. Town and Country Pizza Oval, of course, for the match of the round today, which is Thomson versus Bannockburn. Both sides sitting on equal points, 4th and 5th on the ladder, with Inverleigh breathing down their neck 2 points behind. So, must win for both sides. No Dale today. He is at a premiership reunion at Bell Park. I think it's 40 years since he played in the flag there in 1984. I think it was 4 in a row. He played in with the 3 at Geelong and then the 1 at Bell Park. So it wasn't a bad run. Couldn't do anything at Bell Post still when he was there. But we have the special comments guru here, the man from the Duck Pond, Richard Grubby-Cations. G'day, Grub.
G'day, Spike. G'day, viewers. G'day, listeners. He's here, but his voice isn't that great, I can tell you. And I'll tell you what, on a cold day like today, we could do with a big pepperoni pizza from Town and Country. They are the best going around. But, yeah, it's a shocking day today. I can't believe it. I left Werribee 28 and sunny as per usual. You knew I was going to say that.
That was coming.
And I tell you what, it's a pack of lies because it was as bad here as it is here, and it's going to be a shocking day for football. And as you said, this is going to be one of the most important games that these two sides are going to play this year. And let's hope it doesn't get ruined by the rain. Look, they're both good sides, so the skills will still be on display. But as the game gets older and the ball gets heavier, we might be in for a really hard slog out here today.
The only thing I can say, Grubby, is days like today that I'm glad I'm too old to play this game anymore, mate.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I sit in here and get cold. I used to love these games because being 5'3", the ball's on the deck all the time. The rain, the cold doesn't worry me. The wind did a bit. I wasn't a great kick. Sometimes it'd blow the ball back over my head. But I used to love these days. Come off with mud all over you. Mind you, I'd finish up with pneumonia today. But these are the games I used to love. I loved them.
I have to say, mate, a blessing in disguise. At least not up at Balpo still, buddy.
Well, yeah, I reckon
the van might blow over.
Be nice and windy up there today, yeah.
Now, we will be joined by John Mitchell at some stage, so there will be 3 of us in the box for the game. Mitch will be here when he's finished walking through the club room, shaking hands with every single person at the ground. So this is reminiscent of 1996, isn't it, when they had the grand final here and Thomson played Banno, mate, and Banno raging hot favourites, and there's localised showers for a couple of days.
Yeah, well, see, these are real showers. The other ones come from the sprinklers, as you well know.
Don't sprinkle.
Oh, poor old Billy Caldo, till the day he went to his grave, Billy, he said, Mitch and these Thomson, what so-and-so, and Billy didn't swear much.
No.
But he did that day. He said they watered their ground. They couldn't. The Super Supper was down in Warrnambool or somewhere, and Thomson had gone from 10-1 on underdogs to winning the grand final.
And did win it too, didn't they, out here? And it's the only one they played here too. Could be a reason why.
Well, I can't remember since then a club playing a grand final on their own ground.
At home. No, I don't think it's happened since. I think there was an anomaly that year. They couldn't get to the grounds they normally use. I think that was what it was.
Good to see this bloke out here.
Good to see him back.
Yeah.
Good to see him back. But it's I think that was a bit of an anomaly that year. They fenced this whole ground off and stopped people getting in. And
didn't stop us.
No, didn't stop us.
There was a little gap in the corner where you could jump over.
You had a pass in anyway, Grub. You didn't need to jump over. You would have gone under the fence.
I didn't get a pass. What did I get a pass for?
You were commentating back then, weren't you?
No, we had to jump the fence just like Heath Buck did at St Albans, and he was playing. Him and Roland Beck.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 blokes that ain't the sharpest tools in the shit,
and got caught.
And got caught. I've seen a few people get caught, I don't know why you bothered. There's that many security guards. I remember one year one person might have printed off about, 100 of the passes to get in, perhaps, and that's when they they started just giving them to the competing sides, not every club. So, the rain is teeming down again now. They're predicting hail at some stage today, mate. So I might be like back at the old VFL Park days. Get a bit wet, and going to be a tough old slog, I reckon, buddy.
I'll tell you what it is too, and I was going to ring Tyler and Brad during the week and see what PowerPoints they got in here and if we could put a heater in without tripping the breaker. But some of those air heaters, they draw about 15 amps, so we'd be losing computers left, right and centre. So, we will for a while. So, unfortunately, we'll have to sit here in the cold. But, hey, it's footy season, isn't it?
Bit like last night, mate. Lose the computers, lose everything, eh?
Well...
Worldwide blackout?
Yeah, losing computers and worldwide blackouts doesn't sort of affect a Dumbo like me.
Didn't bother me one bit. I was asleep. Getting ready to go to night shift, mate. So that didn't bother me one bit. So, at the moment we have the seconds here. It's three-quarter time, and it's Thomson 4-6-30, trailing Bannockburn, who was 7-5-47. Thomson will be kicking with the win in the last quarter, but I don't think it's going to matter too much with this rain coming down, mate. Anyway, let's have a look at round 14. We better give a shout-out to Rachel's Cafe, who come down to Thomson and provide the coffee and the treats here for people who want to purchase them. They did drop some stuff off for us in the commentary box, mate. They're lovely. They're twisty donuts, which were sensational. Belgian chocolate, white chocolate, and it's a normal chocolate one too, mate. And then there's the jam one as well, which Tyler's eaten a whole lot of.
Well, don't worry about Tyler. There was 4 or 5 different items, and you've had a bit of them all.
I had a little bit, mate. I think Tyler ate the stick that it came on too, the twisty donut. So I really enjoyed that. But I give a shout out. They do. This is the second time I've been in. The second time they bought us in a coffee and something to eat too, mate. So
where's my coffee?
Well, go and ask for one. You weren't here. You don't know what you were doing. You went to get the team sheets, and 6 hours later you came back.
Well, because Bannockburn didn't have theirs finalised, but I don't need coffee anyway. I got me chicken soup.
Got your chicken soup today. All right, mate. As always, there are 5 other games to be played in this round. We'll head up to the ground where most of the play might be on the ring road today, I reckon, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Bellpost Hill versus Corio. Now, the weather's going to make it a close game, but, geez, it's going to be on the eastern side of the ground a lot.
Well, I don't know what to say about this game. I had me thoughts about it. And, you know, some of the players that are not playing. I know we've gone on about what's happened to Bellpost Hill over the years and how they've tried to remain competitive. And we've gone on about Corio, how well they've done, and probably needed to win 1 or 2 more games. So I thought with Darren Bennett's plan, and today's probably their chance to add to that winning sequence. But I really don't know who's going to win up there today. It's going to be rain. It's going to be wind. I haven't seen the side. I don't know who's in and out. You might have some of the side. Actually, I've got them somewhere, and I'll have a quick look in a minute. I know Herschel Carr's not playing, and he's leading the goal kicking, but he won't win it because he's gone overseas, and he won't be back for the rest of the year. Ew. So that'll be a huge loss for Corio. They've already had the biggest loss in the comp with Joel going down, and there's a real big extra thing to play for the Panthers today, because one of the true greats of the game, 7-time premiership winner, and you don't hear that very often, in Adrian Fantel is going to play his 300th game. So I'm very, very sure that each and every Bellpost Hill player, and because all of them admire him, we admire him, the coaches admire him, he's had a great record over the years. They'll come to play Bellpost Hill today just for him. I don't know who to tip. I really don't know who to tip. I just hope it's a great game out there, and if it's a draw, that wouldn't worry me too much. There you go.
I wonder if he works. I know the players that have played 300 before him at the Hill, and there's only 4 of them, I think, maybe 5. They've all worn the 300 jumper.
Adrian Fantella, let me have a look at. Well, if it does, it'll have to be taken in, because Kegsy wore it last night. And he's a fair bit bigger than Fanners.
Well, there's not much of Fanners, so he's not a large lad, but it is a fantastic and testament to his fitness and his health on the field too. So he was part of that dominant era, and he's playing the ones today, so which is always good. I think Steve Miletto holds the record at the moment with about 332 games. Kegsy's got about, about 6 or 7 he'll catch him. Alois Kazuna's played 300. I think Trav played 300, and
that's about it.
That'd be about it.
About 5,
so, there's 4 or 5. So fantastic effort from him, mate. So
I bet he will wear the 300 there. I reckon he'll wear the number 300 jumper.
You hope so.
We wish him a great day and hope he enjoys it just as much as enjoyment that he's given all of us for his 300 games up at Bellpost.
Absolutely. You said you don't hear 7-time premiership player too often, do you? There are a few of them up there, but
not many. There's only how many would have played in that many?
Shane Lima.
Yeah, he definitely would have.
He played in all of them. I'm trying to think who the rest are. There's a few that have played in a fair few of them. There's blokes that came in and out and disappeared.
How many premierships were there?
7.
There was 7.
There was 7, yeah.
So you had to play in all 7 of them.
Yeah. So they played in 10 grand finals in a row.
Yes.
Right. So they lost 2. They lost 08, 09. Then they won 10, 11, 12. Lost 13 to North Geelong. Then won 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, I'm guessing there's not a real lot of blokes that have played in all 7.
Now, I'm trying to think. Shane's played in them. Fander's played in them. I don't think Trav might have played in them all. Trav Fursland. He won't remember the first. He doesn't remember the first when he
That
lasted
was his best one. That was his best game. He got knocked out in the first 30 seconds.
about 2 minutes in. Someone will text in and let us know, mate. But
Anyway,
look, good luck to Fanners.
I'll tell you one thing. It's a record that I can't see him being broken in a long, long time. Maybe not ever.
What's that?
7 premierships.
I know in the GFL when we spoke to Jakey Mawson last week, and he mentioned about Clinton Wells. He played in 9. So
yeah,
Clinton Wells played in 9 at South Barwon. So and I know a few of the North Shore boys that played in a 9 or 10 as well, back through the 90s, the 80s, late 80s, early 90s as well, when all their flags too. So
it's funny, isn't it? Like North Shore and South Barwon had a big dynasty. I think Ocean Grove might have had a fairly big dynasty out at the Ballerine. But that's the only dynasty we've had, really. The Balpost Hill one.
Yeah.
I know Werribee Central's played in 5, but lost the first 2.
To Bannockburn.
Yeah, and they were all against Bannockburn.
And then beat Bannockburn the next 3 years. So, but no, the GD have not had a dynasty where someone's won 7 in 8.
And I think that's good. I
agree.
I mean, it's great to have a dynasty, and you can look back on this great Balpost Hill side and say they were the greatest dynasty ever. But it is also great that everybody gets their lick of the ice cream, I guess. Well, most of them. And this year, you've got Belmont, who we'll talk about shortly. They've come from the clouds and got to 3rd position, could get 2nd.
Yep.
So that's great to see. And now, Inverleigh won their first senior first division premiership ever last year.
Yep.
So now we need to see the Wests and, as we said, the Belmonts and the Winches just keep plodding along. Yeah, well, I've only ever seen Cryo play in about 3, I think, from memory. They lost 1 against North. They lost 1 against, they drew Werribee and then lost the replay, and they beat Werribee in 95 under Wayne Tyker, and he kicked about 15 that day. He just killed them. So, we need to see that. I think it's great for footy that you see these sides.
I couldn't remember the last time West played finals or won a flag. I mean, they played one final a few years, about 5 or 6 years back before COVID, but they haven't been thereabouts at all. I mean, Anarchy obviously been in the wilderness for a little while.
But they did have their day when they went. Oh, I tell you what, I went into the past players last week at halftime. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see. Like Phil Cummins, Darryl Bissett, they said, just bear with me for a minute. He said, we've got to go through the people we've lost, and Darren Jolly and Jack Osborne. And then he said, Billy Sparks, or Billy, someone said, and Phil said, is he dead? And Bissett said, no, he's over there. I listened to this, and then I watched the video. Yes, there was a bit of swearing in it, but they just had a great time and deserved every single minute of it.
Oh, no, they knew how to party, those boys, back in the day. All right, mate. So Balpo Steel Crow have done. Just over the other side of the roundabout, you've got probably a game that has probably as much importance as this game does. And that's East Geelong versus Inverleigh. Inverleigh winning last week put them within 2 points of both these sides. So, tough ask over there at Richmond Crescent. Obviously, they've won, 12 in a row now, East Geelong. So, tough ask for Inverleigh.
Yeah, it is. Look, the acid's going to be put on them again. It was put on them again a couple of weeks ago because they were up against Belmont at Inverleigh, and all the experts and the tipsters thought that the way Belmont were going would win that game. Now, to lose that game and then have the run they got home put them in an awful strife. But they managed to win that one.
Yep.
The acid was on them and they won it. Well, guess what? The acid's on them again today, but this time they haven't got the luxury of playing out at Inverleigh. They've got to come over to the east, and they've got to beat East at East, which I don't think anyone can do at the moment. Where did Balpo still beat them first round? That was at East, wasn't it?
At East, yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest mystery in football to me, but that's okay. I don't know whether they can beat East because at this stage, and I know I've seen them probably more than most other sides, I hold them as probably the best side I've seen. Their all-round game, their defence is magnificent. I tell you who's been understated. I've watched a few videos when I was crook over the last month.
Yep.
The big fella in the ruck, Sobey, has been so underestimated. Just watching it on replay, he's been very, very good. And he gives them, but not only for his ruck tap-outs, he gets the ball and he handballs out, kicks it out, he's been good. They're on ballers. I know McIntyre's not playing today, but he's been terrific. And their forwards, the big fella Izzard's always a danger. Watson Searle's back. Zach Smith, he's enigmatic, you would call him.
That's probably the
You know,
word, yep.
He could kick you 8 and then he'll have his bad days. But their forward line is fantastic. They've got kids. They've got older blokes. They've got the side that at this stage will challenge for the premiership. Inverleigh are getting a few back. I know Tyquin's back. He apparently played a ripper last week, and a few weeks ago he had 50-odd touches, and he's a mighty player. I think Paddy Burke's back, which they really, really need him back. Dalton Grundle, I don't think will be coming back, and he's a huge loss.
I spoke to Dalton yesterday at work, and he's done. He's not allowed to put a load. He's not allowed to load bear. He's out of the moon boot. He's not allowed to load bear, as in do a lot of running with that till December.
Yeah, we'll see. That's a shame, not only for Inverleigh, but for the kid himself, because not only is he one of the better players in the GDFL, he's one of the better blokes. He's one of the better kids. He's a really nice kid, and it's sad to see that, but that's football. All in all, obviously the other fella still plays pretty well. Donahue.
Yep.
He's hard to keep out of the game.
Yep.
Big Wilson, the ruck's back, so he'll give them plenty of attack.
Yep.
Look, I'd love to see Inverleigh win, just so you can keep that closeness for 4th, 5th, 6th or whatever.
I wouldn't.
But I just think East will be too strong at home. I have to go for East because they've really impressed me.
John Mitchell's just walked in. If you heard that over there, I wouldn't like to see him win. So
I was just about to say, listen, Johnny, when you come in today, try not to be too unbiased. He's blown that out of the water.
I was unbiased
before he's
straight
even
away.
sat down.
Straight away. I was unbiased last week, covering for you. Jesus, didn't your wife give you a towel up?
Yeah.
Hey? When I said this bloke can't kick, he'll miss from 20 metres out, and he missed. His missus said to him, geez, he knows more about it than you do.
Yeah.
He didn't know you were just being facetious.
I was being facetious.
You were. Good afternoon, John Mitchell. How are you, mate?
Yeah, look, I was here on time, but I had to address something with Flea, like the dim sims.
Yeah. Well, I've already been in and told him how bad his food's going to be today, and he wasn't very happy with that. But
Well, you missed the special, Mitch. We had the crew from over the back drop in all these donuts and everything, mate. And
None left?
no, plenty left.
There's that one there, mate. Tyler's eating the box now too, as well, not just the donuts.
What a bad contest, I can tell you.
I had a couple, and that was it, mate. Don't start your rubbish today.
How did you think hashtag went this morning, boys?
I
Just
really
being
enjoyed
salty.
it.
Yeah?
I really enjoyed it. I missed a bit because I was actually working.
Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed it.
We had to bounce off each other a bit, but that was good.
Well, you did that because you, unfortunately, you failed to do that the week before in probably the worst hashtag show.
Well, that was because Richards was running.
That was his fault.
Yeah,
for
of
sure.
course.
Wasn't great. I'll listen to it tomorrow morning, John. So, I was at work myself till 9:30, so I'll
we
listen to
saw
it.
that on the text.
I'll certainly listen to it.
No, that was my
That was
text.
Grubby that texted, not me.
I was
Good
working.
grubby, was it?
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
I texted in, I was working, and you saw bagged spine.
That's okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. We've got to bag someone, don't
Hey,
we?
nothing wrong with that at all. So anyway, we're running through the games, Mitch. We've just done East, so we'll go up the duck pond. Grub up your way, mate, where it's minus 28 and snowing.
The premiership favourites.
Premiership
28
favourites.
and sunny, as I said.
Werribee versus Anarchy, mate.
This will be a better game than a lot of people think. Everybody's going to sit back and tip Werribee because they're sitting second on the ladder, and Anarchy are down a bit. Anarchy played very good football last week, but not just from, the way they kicked the ball. They went at the ball last week like I'd like to see every team go at. They just smashed in at the footy. They smashed in at the bloke with the footy and tackled them properly. And that was the best game they've played. And it was without their superstars in Lloyd and Lever and all those blokes. Bosley played pretty well. Dalhouse played pretty well. Oscar Barter was a huge handful up forward. And their last week's performance was very, very good. Now, just remember, 10 weeks ago or whatever it was, Anarchy did beat Werribee Centrals and beat them quite easily. So their style of football obviously gives them a chance to beat Werribee Centrals today. But it's at the Duck Pond, and obviously Werribee play a lot better down there. But it is, I was only telling lies, by the way, it is cold and rainy, and that will bring, and I don't mean to be rude here, but that will bring Werribee back to the field a little bit. They've got a lot of runners, and they run the ball very well, and it's very hard to run the ball and kick a precision in conditions like that. I think Anarchy have got a real chance. The big fella, Paddy Daly's back.
He's back. That gives him a big chance.
It gives him a chance. It gives him first use of the footy.
Okay, is the young fellow, he's playing. Angwin Kyle, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Linehan Cunningham's
he's
back.
Yeah, see that.
So they need him back. Sutton's had a few games under his belt now, and he's as good a defender as going around at the moment. They've made a defender out of him from being a forward. Tyler Crennan, Tyler Credit, I looked at the coaches' votes. He hadn't even got a vote in that, but geez, he's had a really good year. Culliver's had a good year.
Is the big bloke from Werribee playing? No, he's not playing. The
Which bloke?
You know, the bloke that comes down and plays.
Oh, no.
Dale
Dale
Andrews.
Andrews, no. I can tell you what the situation is there, though. If he plays 12 or more games with Werribee, he's done.
Is he going to play 12 or more?
No. The best he can do is 12. So that way he can. If he plays 3 games with Werribee Centrals, he can play.
Yep, right.
He's played 2.
He's played 2, has he?
Right.
Yeah, so that he could play 11 and 1 for Werribee Central.
They were the 2 that we've seen, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that way he can play.
Geez, he makes a difference to him.
Well, he does, but I mean, why would you? To me, why would you want him? I know Werribee Centrals want him, but he's not that old.
I'm with you.
He's playing VFL football, and there's no hint of him not getting a game. At Werribee. He's playing every week. The only reason he played the 2 games early is because he got injured.
Is Werribee in the finals?
They're on top of the VFL ladder.
Well, why wouldn't you play there?
Well, I think he will. And the thing is, as I said, the only reason he's playing at Werribee Centrals for them 2 games is he was coming back for injury and Werribee asked him to have a couple of runs at Werribee Centrals. In my mind, hopefully we don't see them, even though I want Werribee to win. I'd rather see him playing a premiership VFL with Werribee
and you don't
club.
want to see him display someone who's played all year either. That's another thing.
Well, that's the other thing as well. If it's an older player, who's not quite good enough. But if it's a young fella who's going to make it, disastrous. All in all, I'm going to obviously tip Werribee. You know I'm going to.
Yep.
But it is the big danger game because a loss here, and I know they've got a couple of hard games to go. They've got Thomson and Thomson last game. You don't want to lose that top 3 spot. I know there are a few games clear, but win today and you're probably safe.
I can't see it. I can't see
it. Me either.
I can't see it happening. In all honesty, Spider, can you write one of those out for me too, please? Because I haven't got my right glasses and I won't be able to see who's running around. Seeing that I'm a guest, and I thought you would have had it all prepared for me.
Can you read that?
Yeah, I can read yours.
Just look at his sheet, mate. You'll be fine.
But the reality to it is. I asked this question, and I saw Anarchy here for a while, a couple of weeks ago, and they were good for a while and then sort of faded away. Why don't they bring that heat all the time? Why can't they bring that heat all the time?
That was my question.
They're a fairly experienced side. Now, I know they've got some young fellas, but, you'd reckon when you've got leaders like Dalhouse and that on the ground, you would reckon that, you would be able to bring that heat for a fair while, I would have thought.
They did last week.
Yeah, well, but was it the opposition they were playing that allowed them to do that? I don't think Werribee will. I don't think Werribee will be intimidated. Not saying North Geelong were, but I think Werribee will have more of the ball than North Geelong has, and that certainly does put paid to. You can only bluff for so long. That's the way I look at it. But they've got good enough players to beat Werribee, but I don't think they can at the Duck Pond. And I think Paddy Daly is a really big in all honesty. I just think that he's a massive in for Werribee Central.
He's the best ruckman in the comp.
Well, they've actually been struggling a little bit because the bloke who took his place was terrific. The big recruit from St Bernard's, but he's not playing either.
He hasn't played the last couple of weeks either.
No, so I don't know what's going on with him, and I don't think the other bloke, Gilbert, the backman's playing either.
Jeez.
So they've still got a couple to come in, but when you say last week's game, I actually spoke to Pete Riccardi during the week. Yes, he was disappointed, but he basically said with what they've had, they've almost run into that brick wall. They've played as good as they could, and they've done a magnificent job. He also put himself up for Coach of the Year.
Oh, well, that's good.
As did Reece Brisbane and Ron Pilgrim.
Well, Ronnie, we expect that from.
You have a bit of fun with them, but
that's a great kick.
I noticed last week that all over the ground, Anarchy had about a 4-inch advantage. I reckon it was a 6'2" advantage in the whole lot. They would just dwarf them.
It's good to see Bosley playing so well. He took a little while to get going, but he played terrifically here.
Played in the middle.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you? Like I mean to say, he's been a good player in the GFL for a long, long time. So, surely to goodness, if you've got any mobility at all, what's that? Chicken soup?
Yeah.
He's on his chicken soup, mate. He's on his chicken soup.
Unbelievable. A bit of a punch on up over here.
Yeah, but look, let's face it, with Bosley, the ball is never going to come into him in GDFL footy as it does in GFL.
We all know that. We all know that. And the reality to it is that is one of the things people don't understand, and it usually takes. There's not too many that come from the GFL and have an instant impact.
No.
Like many years ago. What's his name? Burns, who coached here for a while. He did because he was that sort of player.
Yeah.
But Paddy Burns, Ocean Grove, North Shore.
He could play a bit too.
Yeah, but he was one of those in and under players, so it didn't worry him. He just get booted up in the air anyway. So, but there's not too many of those position players that come in and really have an impact because, you run one way and guess what? It goes the other. Or it goes over your head or you drop it down. And it's not until they realise that's what happens that, we can sort of find that out. But no, look, Werribee for me, Spider.
You've got your own ball, mate, when you come back now. This, don't you? Anyway,
before you keep going, the bloke that used Thomson here would have liked to have played with him, had a bit of a crack at him, was Paddy Dowling.
Yeah.
He'd be the type of player that could play GDFL football because he gets his own footy.
His own footy. Win your own footy. Look at Billy Smets.
Oh, Billy Spets has been sensational.
He gets his own footy.
Paddy Dowling's one of the best kick goals I've ever seen, to tell you the honest truth. Young John reckons he is the best kicker goal. And he played with Forbesy. He said he just doesn't miss Paddy Dowling, Right. So, he would have been handy here, but he's not here. He's an amateur,
That's
They're
right.
going well.
Anyway, next game, of course, Pete Riccardi has re-signed with for next year, so he signed another 12-month contract.
That's
so
good.
that augurs well for North Geelong.
Yeah.
They were disappointing last week, Grub. Let's not sugarcoat it, and Rico said that himself. They weren't great, but they're taking on Winch today at North Geelong.
That'll be a tough game. Winch, to me, blew their chances early when they lost so many games by so little margins, and they only needed to win 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
and they'd be fighting for that 5th spot as well, as their percentage shows. I haven't got it in front of me now, but they're about the 4th on the percentage.
Their percentage, just off the top of my head, is they're probably the
116 or something.
Yeah, they're better than Thomson. Thomson's 99, and I think they're just
116.
Just in front of Bannockburn.
So you've got.
So they're better than everybody except the top 3.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Literally, they are better than the top 3.
And that proves to me that even when they've been beaten, they've been competitive. I know they had that big struggle at the start of the year where Butchie resigned and they had to have another coach come in. Luckily, it was Forsman, who's been at the club and knew how the club was run. Yep. That was a bit of a bonus, but they just couldn't win them games. And I just think now they're starting to play some pretty good football. And I reckon North Geelong may just have hit that wall. Last week, as I said to you 100 times, young Rory Desnight kept coming off. So he was obviously coming back after injury and they didn't want to give him too much. So hopefully he's on the ground a lot more today. My heart goes out to young Jackson Jewell. He's got 3 or 4 broken ribs, a punctured lung, and he was still in hospital halfway during the week. I don't know if he's still there. But, mate, come good. I hope you not in too much pain and everything goes well for you. Obviously not for this year.
When you get on that green stuff, the green whistle.
The green whistle.
That makes it good.
Yeah.
When you haven't got a lung to suck it into, mate.
Yeah, that's a bit of a problem.
Yeah, so anyway, good luck to you, mate, for next year. I think it's at North, isn't it?
Yeah, mate.
Now, I'm going to give North another chance by under a kick. There you go. That's how close I reckon it'll be.
Mitch, what are your thoughts, mate?
In all honesty, I've seen... I was super impressed with Winch when we played them out there. We had a 47-minute quarter, which they kicked 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. That probably didn't help Thomson, but it took them all day to get over them. They're just one of those sides that just continually hangs around. And if you do that often enough, the ball will bounce your way some stuff. You only have to look at Adelaide last night. If you hang in there, if you don't put sides away and you hang in there long enough, they'll end up getting over the top of you. I think North Geelong are on the right tram. I think they're a good young side. They're well coached, and I think it's a great thing to have Riccardi sign for another 12 months because that gives them some stability.
Yeah.
I think they're a financially sound club from what I'm being told. They've got great facilities and they're recruiting the right type of person, I believe. You've got to recruit, 23, 24-year-olds, not go for the real old ones and that just all they do is probably take a little bit more money out of you than what you want. But, I think Winch are on the right track. Definitely need a ruckman. I would suggest if there's a ruckman out there that they know about, they'll go hard for a ruckman next year. If they had a ruckman, I think that would have made it, and no disrespect to the ruckman they got, but if they had a premier, a really strong, good ruckman, I think that they would have won far more games. So, To me, I think Winch beat North today out at North Geelong. The weather looks like it's on the improve a little bit. The wind sort of died down, a little bit of moisture in the air, but other than that, pretty good. So, no, Winch will see for me, Spider.
I think they've got a couple out. I was just looking.
North have got a couple out.
Yeah, I think Winch might have too. I don't think one of the parishes is playing. I think it's Cassidy Parish may not be playing. And I think they lost a couple as well. But
All right. The last game, before we come and cover this game, lads, Belmont taking on West at Belmont.
Gee. Grubby, you looking for that, or do you want me to start?
Yeah, keep going, Johnny.
Well,
you're doing a good job.
Belmont, to me, have really started to re-establish their year. They had a bit of a flat patch. They were running on top of the ground early in the year, and they were taking all before them. They had a little bit of a flat patch a few weeks back where they got beaten 2 or 3 times in a row. I don't know whether that was because of injury, Spider, or anything like that, but they certainly come back to the field a little bit. I think like Werribee, I don't think they can lose third spot. I think second and third spots, I think the top 3 are sewn up.
Yep.
I think they'll. I honestly think that they will beat Geelong West by a fair margin today. I think Geelong West's best hope is that it's the weather conditions sort of suit them. I just think that Belmont Lions are building strongly towards the finals, and they may just about be at full strength, and if they get back to the form that they were in early in the year, watch out. So no, Belmont for me, Spider.
Grub?
Not sure if they've dropped as much form as you think they have. I thought they played really, really well against Werribee Centrals. In that game, they led most of the day, and that game could have easily gone their way. The one game that they didn't play their best footy was out at Inverleigh, and Inverleigh played probably their best game for the year.
Yeah.
Then they've come back and did what they're supposed to do last week and won pretty well. So, look, I just think they are the third best, or maybe second best in the comp, and I think they will go on and win that game today. They've had a lot of changes. They're one of those sides that can make 6 or 7 changes, bring 6 blokes in, and it hasn't hurt them that much because they're all pretty even. And when you get on St Albans and you're even and even, that might run their way, actually, because, if they lose a couple, the blokes coming in are just as good as them. That young Mitchell, he's been fantastic all year. I tell you, he might be out. Big Ben Evans might be out today.
That'll hurt them.
Yeah, he's been very, very good for them.
They'll let today, it will.
He's strength out there, but the big fella Hootsma's missed a few games. I reckon they're a better side when he's in there, and I think they'll win today, Belmont.
They should win today. I mean, this is your third. You've got third spot on, top 3, double chance. These are the games you just can't afford to drop.
No.
Anyway, gents, we've got 10 minutes or so before we kick off. The game today, as we spoke about earlier, Grub, the meaning in this game is huge. Now, if Inverleigh do the, what we think, not the impossible, but if they do get up over East, one of these sides drop out.
Unless it's
a draw. If it's a draw, then
they will drop out because they'll be on the same amount of points, and Thomson's percentage would be worse than Inverleigh's. So, whatever happens, happens.
I'd say, is this the strongest Thomson side we've seen for a while?
I'll run this by you.
A few out.
I'll run this by you. Who's Thomson's best player?
Billy Smets.
Not playing. Who's Thomson's second best player?
John Mitchell Jr.
Yeah, it was. Look, Leighton Thomson is probably one of the most important players.
Yep.
He's out. Jackson McLeod?
Not playing.
Not playing. Who would play well in the middle of the ground today on a wet day?
Zachy Plant, who'd love today.
Plant, not playing.
Love today, wouldn't he?
So, there's 4 just off the top of my head without delving too deep. So, is this the strongest Thomson side we've seen? No, without a doubt.
Just ask the question.
It is not. Okay, Freeman's back in, which will certainly help. Nick Lynch probably played his best game that he's played all year last week. Travis Maguire's back in. He had to pull out last week, with the flu. You've had the flu. You know what that's like, Grubby. So are you going to be at 100%? I don't know.
No, not quite.
So,
he's probably got better recovery skills than you, Grubber, isn't? Probably doesn't choke down on 36 darts a day.
He's a bit younger.
Yeah. So, I wouldn't think it is, but there's no excuse. To say the reality to it is the ones that are out there, they've got to bring effort, and that's one thing I believe Thomson's done. I've watched training both nights this week.
Yep.
And there's no doubt that they have trained the way they want to play. and they, which will be a little bit different to what they did at East Geelong, I would imagine. It'll be interesting to see. Mitchy Hodgson's back in. He helps on the half-forward line. It will be interesting to see how they go. I'm not confident, but I'm fairly sure they will bring the heat. And good Thomson sides don't get beat at Thomson. So we'll find out if we've got a good Thomson side here today.
Grubby.
Sorry, I'm just checking out a few of these players.
Well, I'll run it through before you get there, Grub. The reserves finished up at Bannockburn 8-6-54, defeated Thomson 6-11-47. So a 7-point win there to the Bannockburn reserves.
Yeah, look, Thomson, it's not their best side, obviously, but at least a couple of them aren't outs. Like they didn't play last week and you're missing them this week. They haven't played for a couple of weeks,
right.
which gives you a little bit of a chance to cover them. But the injuries that you talk about, Thomson, I don't worry about blokes like Plant and that because they're not playing. The ones I worry about is Boyd, who the last time I saw him wasn't 100%.
No, he's still on game.
Maybe still not.
And the bloke from Bar on Edge, Knight, is it?
Yeah,
he didn't
Knight.
look 100% either. So if they're still playing and they're not 100%, even though they look to me to be very, very good players, they can hurt you if they can't run. So we'll see it today. You'll pick that up pretty early, I reckon, because if they're limping early, we'll know.
Look, Knight's not going to limp. He hurt his hand a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
And he's got a torn tendon in his finger, which has got to be operated on at the end of the year. But the reality to it is he hurt his hand first time he went for the ball.
Against
Geelong. Bang. I called it, remember?
You did, straight away, yep.
Yeah, so that probably put him in a bit of trouble. But he is a good player. But look, has Bannockburn got all their Falcons kids in? No.
They're all the Falcons.
So the reality to it is it probably cancels itself out, doesn't it? So it should be a good game here today. The ground's in great nick.
It is.
It's in good nick, and the wind's stopped, and the
wind
rain
has
stopped.
not stopped, mate. Look at the trees across the ground. They're going to lose branches. Well, it is when the door's open.
It's not windy in here. It's pretty good, I reckon.
It's not bad in the box, actually. See, they put the carpet, mate. The first time we had the box, there was no carpet in it, mate. It was freezing. That was at Werribee.
Now, listen, I know we spoke a bit about Thompson's ins and outs. Well, Tristan Battaglia, the captain, he's back in. He's passed the fitness test, so let's hope he's right. And there was somebody else that came in too. I can't remember who it is now, but the two went out, Thomas and Rathke, but they were both omitted.
Yeah.
Right, so they haven't lost anyone through injury.
Yeah. Was it Douglas Thomas that was out?
It might have been.
Back in.
He's back. Dougie Thomas is back
in.
So good to see Dougie back in. It really is. All you got to do now is tell me who he is, because I've never heard of him. But to be quite honest, I don't know. I haven't seen Bannockburn much. But at least their ins and outs, they've dropped a couple of blokes to make their side stronger. And I'm with you, Mitch. I think this, like the Corio Balpo Steel game, like the Winston, this is going to be hard to pick.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And whenever it's hard to pick, you come down to the home ground advantage.
Yeah. Look, you know how well I'm going now. I'll just let the listeners know how well I'm going. I've got to write the team sheets out because I can't read them off the small teams. Guess whose team sheet I've written out?
The Thomson one.
Well, I don't know why you would do that.
Well, that's what I mean. That's how good I'm going. That's how well I'm going.
At least you knew what I did this morning, mate. I was vacuuming behind the counter today, and I put the vacuum down, and it slipped, and I turned off all the Bowsers, hit the emergency stop button, all the Bowsers.
What we're going to do, we're going to give a shout out to Greg McLeod and Chuck Andert and that. They're all over in Bali, swanning themselves over in Bali.
And you want us to give them a shout out?
Well, they're going to be listening. They're keen to listen over there. So let's hope that the worldwide crashes are not crashing anymore.
Yeah, and to you, Greg, let's hope it rains in Bali. But let me finish.
Obviously, there's
the home ground advantage, that's when you come down to. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tip Bannockburn to win.
You would. You're still frightened of,
Stormy.
No, I'm frightened of Stormy.
I know you are.
You're still frightened of, buddy, the old bloke that's looking up at us. Hey?
Billy Calder.
Billy Calder.
Yeah. Hey, he's saving a seat for you down
Billy
there, mate.
Calder. There's only two dirty, rotten people in my life I've ever met, and John Mitchell was both of them, he said.
I used to love Billy.
I loved him.
For me, the key is Cam's playing in the ruck, isn't he?
Well, I hope so.
But that's the key for me, because Kieran Fulton's been in very, very good form.
Kieran Fulton's a gun, mate. Kieran Fulton gives them a chance every time they play. I reckon. I agree. He's a superstar.
But that's
but my worry is when they're not playing well.
Yeah.
Kieran Fulton can play the greatest game of his life,
Yeah.
and he hasn't got enough to help him. They've all got to help him today. The Connor Jervis has actually been playing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a good player. And there's a couple of those, they're going to miss the kids, but both Batalias, and they're probably coming near the end of their career too, if you ever look at it.
Yeah.
But, Kunchka, he's been a good kid, and they've actually sung his praises. Well, I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to say, right, you're not just a kid anymore. No. You've got to do that little bit more now. You've got to progress. You can't just always have potential. You've got to progress, and he's got to do that. Bath's a good player. There's a few blokes I don't know, Thomson and some of these blokes, but the two Bowdens are very good players.
Yes.
But everyone in a tough game like this all has to play well, otherwise they'll get beat easy, like they did last week.
Well, that would have been disappointing, Spider, last week's performance, you would have thought?
Oh, you would have thought so. I don't think Ronnie would have taken that too kindly. I mean, we know he's a jovial sort of fellow and has a bit of fun, but he would have taken some serious concerns out of that.
Yep.
Coming 4 or 5 games to go before the finals, to put your spot in jeopardy. To lose at home and to lose by 6 goals. Wasn't that lost by a kick or 3 points? They lost by 6 goals.
It's funny, isn't it? They've lost a few at home. It's like once upon a time you go out to Bannockburn, you could not win a game out there, could you? Like it was the same as here. They were fortresses. Doesn't seem to be the same animiore, does it?
It's not a lot of them. I mean, Werribee's still really, really tough to win out. Obviously, Belpo's still on the downward spiral. There's sides winning up there that haven't won up there for years and years and years. I mean, Corai got a chance to win up there for the first time in about 18 years. Coming up this year, today, It
depends how they're going, Spy. Like, there was a period there where Werribee was struggling a bit, and it was no longer a fortress. You've still got to have a good side.
You've still got to have the cattle on the park.
That's exactly right. That's when you find out whether you've got a good side.
Thomson have won the toss, Mitch.
Yeah, have they? Which way have they kicked?
No, they're not going to do a Trent Cotchin kick into the wind, mate. They're going to kick with it, so they're kicking to the school end here, mate.
Yeah, right.
Not the city end.
The east end, the Newcombe end of the Thomson football ground, which is probably usually the scoring end anyway.
It's quite amusing you call it the east because like East Geelong's the other way.
Yeah, well, that's their problem. They're not east enough, are they? We're easter than East Geelong.
You're easter than East Geelong. You should be East Geelong, mate.
Interesting. Charlie Donohue's coming off the ground.
I thought he was named in the middle. I looked at the side.
Yeah, so that's an interesting.
Maybe they made a change, a bit of a bulk around the middle, mate, with the weather. Looks like Troopy's going into the middle.
Yeah.
Against Fulton. So
Sammy Jacker is another one. I hope he hasn't got a tagging role, but he may have.
Well, he had a tagging role the other week at East Geelong when he got lost in the first time, didn't he? The first thing, he went to tag Crombie, and that didn't work too well for him.
Yep. No, that wasn't the greatest move. But just before we do start, the umpires for today's game is young Henry Buckley, who's been a pretty good umpire most of the year. Normie Douglas, I like Normie. And, of course, one of the best umpires I see, Peter Kennedy. Good bloke, good umpire. So I reckon we're going to have a real good day here with the umps.
We'll see.
All right, well, we are nearly set. Steelo, you want to whack in the promo for the first quarter?
Is that Rob Milburn? Is that one of Dash's kids?
Leopold.
No, not Leopold, is it? Now, you call him, call him Grubby? No? You call him?
A little bit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I'll do most of it.
But
all right, folks.
Yeah.
We are just waiting for, I don't know what. We've got a minute to tick over before the game goes. So a little bit different today. No Dale, so the Golden Tonsils of the GDFNL is not here.
We're in a bit of strife, aren't we?
He'll be having a couple of lights about now. Rightio, waiting for the siren. Still waiting for the siren. There we go. That's not a big ship, mate. So Darcy Troop and Kieran Fulton will do battle. Ball is in the air now. Troop goes early, wins it one down to the left hand. Only as far as Fulton, though. He goes tries to kick it, gets tackled. Quick kick out by Sammy Jacker for Thomson. Moves him forward very well. Cam overruns the ball. Stepped out here towards Connor Jervis. Tries to pick it up. Ball getting a bit slippery already. Cam does really well. Knocks it forward to his own advantage there. Couldn't pick it up. Wrapped up there in a tackle. Too high has been paid here.
Jackson.
So that's Jackson Sheedy, Bart's young boy. So Sheedy now drives Thomson forward in the Boyd direction, goes over the back. Everyone's sitting at the back there. Is the first one. Is Jacob Knight has the first goal of.
You wouldn't have got it much easier than that. Spider.
That is what you call served up on a silver platter. Thomson have the first one. They are one goal straight leading Bannockburn yet to score. Morris Finance, first quarter.
Smart play, get behind the pack on a greasy day. Ball spills forward to the back. He was the only one there, picked it up. Fumbled a little bit first, but picked it up and goal.
Well, the truth be known, they also had a couple of players at the front of the pack too. So if it had a drop short with this, well, it's not heavy yet, but if it had a drop short,
slippery,
that wouldn't have been as easy, but they still would have been in the van for a goal.
Inside the first minute, we've had the first goal. Well, there's the bloke from Rachel's Cafe coming and take a photo of us. So
it was good that
should have got us 5 minutes ago and we had a mouthful of food.
It was good that Sammy Jacker got that clearance. I thought Troop fought hard against Fulton, and Sammy Jacker picked it up at spillage and kicked it forward. So,
all right, we've gone a minute and a half. Ball back in the middle now. Troop and Fulton. Troop probably wins that one again. Ball kicked off the deck, goes forward, but only as far there. Nope, not picked up. Ball still spilled free. Falls out there from Marnie. Marnie overrun it down towards Cam now. Cam and then Beardsl's fighting for the ball. Beardsl's had just hacked that one completely out of mid-air, I reckon, has he?
Out in the full.
It's gone out in the full, so it wasn't Beardsall who got the kick.
It couldn't have been Beardsall, otherwise he's in awful trouble.
It must have been.
Once again, Sammy Jacker got that clearance.
Yes, he did.
That's 2 clearances, 2 centre bounces and 2 clearances.
Yeah, not only is it 2 to Jacker, but I thought even after almost losing the tap out, that effort from Troop was... If he can put that in for 4 quarters, that'll put Thomson a long way to go to winning this game.
Another big one, too, was Logan Mitchell in the middle. This is suited to him.
Yep.
Logan, he's a big, strong...
So Luke Bowden with a resultant free kick here. Looking to drive Bannockburn out of defence. Goes long and low. Fulton, strong hands there. Gets a quick handball away. Running out of defence now. Bannockburn, long kick down the line. Use of the body there. Ball comes over the back. Freeman on his half-back flank here. Can't control the ball and ends up out of play. And we'll have a boundary line throw in on the half-forward flank here for the Bannockburn side.
And you know who he handballed it to? Our old mate, Dougie Thomas.
Dougie
Thomas, there you go. So
now I know him.
Now you know who he is. So ball in the air, Troop and Fulton go at it again. Fulton probably wins that one down. Only as far as Sheedy. He's wrapped up in a tackle straight away. We'll have another ball up, which could be the...
flavour of the day.
The way the day goes, I reckon, Mitch. So the ball in the air again now. Fulton in front, but Troop does really well, wins it 1-8. It's over to your mate Thomas again, mate. Throws it on the boot. Fulton and Troop battle at it. Ball comes to the ground. Knock forward here for Bannockburn. Picked up by Kelly. Kelly feeds the handball back. Does really, really well. Lands in the hands of Phillips. Phillips drives Bannockburn forward.
Howlett was taking
only
the mark.
as far as Howlett.
Yeah, that's Howlett. He had a really good game last week, Howlett.
Okay.
Not a bad player, number 31.
Mowat.
Mowat, sorry.
He's not got no Howlett.
I was thinking of the great Werribee side.
I was going to say, anyway, ball on centre wing now and knocked out of bounds. I say Howlett. Mowat. Daniel Mowat.
Yeah, Daniel.
So
he
came over halfway through last year, didn't he, Mitch?
He's been here probably a little bit longer than that, but he has a no gravy on his Parmigiana on a Thursday night.
Fair enough then. Anyway, the ball thrown in now. Fulton gets to the front, wins the tap. He's going to win a free kick, and the India advantage has been paid. Bowden runs along with the ball, kicks long down the line. Fletcher Wilson can't quite take the mark, fighting hard to keep it in there. Ball's been wrapped up, trying to tap it out. Finally comes free. Wrapped up in a tackle now. Ball spills free again. The Thomson relieving. Kick smothered off the boot. Falls back to Bowden again. Bowden on the left foot. Wilson in a very good spot here. Turns around, takes the mark. Turns Sheedy inside out there.
Poor old Mitch got lost there in that forward pocket. He certainly got lost.
Can't say he's looking into the sun, Mitch.
No, he was not. He got lost and just an easy chest mark. So this pocket, since these big goalposts have been put in, it's pretty easy to score from. Once upon a time, it was an impossibility. Now
I'm a bit scared they might blow over today, Mitch. But anyway, Wilson for Bannockburn. Probably 25 metres out, but hard up against the boundary line here. It will be a tough kick. The breeze probably blowing away from the goal here. Wilson comes in now on the boot. I'll tell you what, the boys like it. That's a fantastic kick there by Wilson. So scores level here. 1 goal, 6 apiece. We have travelled. I don't know. The clock is counting down, mate. So 5 minutes gone.
Okay,
there we go.
What do you reckon, Grubby?
Well, I tell you what, there was a free kick given against Troop in the ruck, take it or leave it, but the way Bannockburn played on with advantage, they really got the ball moving quick. I think we called Bowden, but I'm pretty sure it was young Dougie Thomas again that got that ball in.
Thomas, yeah, it could have been too, mate.
And, yeah, the defenders got lost.
Back in the middle now. Neither ruck will win that one. Troop picks the ball out of the mud pit, drives Thomson forward. Nice looking kick out in front of that Knight again with the ball. He's overrun it now. Ball spills free. Coming back at it now.
Maxi
Picked
Della.
up there by
He's got him a bit high there.
It's One of Mitch's favourite players here, Maxie Della.
He's improved. I said to him Thursday night, Maxie, you're improving every week.
So
keep it up.
Ball up here, right in front of the Thomson coach's box. Fulton wins that one down. Ball's come free. Troop fighting hard on the ground, trying to get away with the ball. Can't do so. Umpire says, I'll come and have a go at this.
No, the good thing, the umpires are letting it go, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Good in wet weather, mate.
Yeah.
So Fulton and Troop do it again. Troop wins that one convincingly. Gets it down to Sammy Jacket. Throws on the boot. Touched off the boot. So be play on. Punched out of bounds here by Connor Jervis. And we'll have a boundary line throw in front of the Bannockburn coach's box here.
And there's another half clearance to Sammy Jacker, I suppose.
yeah.
But again, it came from Troop. So I know his spirit and everything hasn't been waning, but all of a sudden he's starting to get a bit of the ball.
He was named our best last week.
Okay.
In all honesty.
So Fulton wins that one down. Only as far as
tackle.
Phillips,
That
who's
is-
wrapped up in a tackle. Ball spills
Mate,
free,
that's
and I'll tell you
holding
what,
the
he's
ball
holding the man. I think he stayed in the tackle a bit too long, I reckon.
He's,
That's what the umpire has said.
the
So,
umpire's obviously got-
Marnie it is, sorry, with the free kick for Bannockburn. So 40 from his own goal to size go across. Not a great kick. Barely makes the distance. Gets there, picked up by Bowden. Luke Bowden drives it forward out there. Ball is punched free by Boyd in front of Callum McCarthy, who I was very impressed with the other week when you weren't there, Grub, when they played out there. So anyway, ball to be thrown in now. Got about 7 minutes here. Morris Finance, first quarter. Ball comes in, so Bowden doing the right way there. Goes over the back. Here's your mate Thomas again, I reckon there, mate. You got the handball out again. Off to Jervis. Overruns it. Beardsall picks it up. He's wrapped up 2-3 there from Thomson players. Ball's fallen in the middle. Umpire says we'll have no choice. We'll have a ball up.
Yeah, interesting laugh at 10.5 forward. The ball up's coming. It looks like the Thomson ruck has changed a little bit. There's Jordan Cam going up. He just, oh my God. But anyway, that's okay. Tried to grab it out of the ruck and kick it forward and missed his foot.
Had a bit
For
more
God's
time than you
sake.
thought, I think.
Well, there was no, I can't believe it. He's put his hand up again. Now Kieran Fulton comes in to compete against him. He takes it out of the ruck, Fulton, and handballs it forward. It's gotten by Jervis on the outside, kicked down to the outer wing. Bannockburn have possession, handballs off. I'm a little worried about this handball game, Grubby, to tell you the truth. There's a bit of a play on words up at a half-forward flank. Thomson kick it clear of the pack, but it's once again in the hands of Bannockburn, and they push it through the middle of the ground. Stephen Seligen has got some work to do here because the Bannockburn blokes is got in front, but he's fighting against two, and he's a good player, Stephen. He'll know what to do. Daniel Freeman comes in and taps the ball, and there's a free kick for too high to number 11, which is Elzinger. He kicks the ball down, and Charlie Donahue drops what he should have taken in the forward pocket for Bannockburn, and the ball is kicked towards their goal and off the ground.
I'll tell you what.
he's paid in danger.
There's a free kick being
Yeah,
paid
kicking
into
in
Thomson.
danger. Yeah, to Mitch Sheedy. He must have had his hand on the ball.
They're already waving the flag, but son, put
well,
it
it's
back
obviously
in.
it was going to be a point,
Yeah.
Robbie, because
Yeah.
it's come off his hand or out of his hand, so he paid that
You've
kick.
got to pay more attention because
Yeah.
you're not allowed to do that until you get the all clear,
That's
which
right.
was not given
That's
by the
right.
umpire.
That's right. That's right.
Might be having a word to him now.
Yeah. Mitch Sheedy is going to bring the ball down the grandstand side, or the so-called grandstand side.
Touched.
Logan Mitchell puts his hands up, tries to grab hold of the ball. Bit of a stalemate here. There'll be another ball up. Very scrambly at the moment. Both sides are trying to get ascendancy. Up goes the ball. And it goes to Maguire. Kicked by Jackson Sheedy. Troop now has a run at the footy. Get out of the way, Jed. Get out of the way. He's supposed to run the other way, Jed. He's picked it up and kicked it with his left foot. Goes down towards Boyd. It's got to the back. Here comes a goal. Guaranteed.
You put the moz on him.
Yeah, well, he's such a good player. I just didn't think Jacob
They're back in
Knight
attack. They haven't mucked around
they
Bannockburn.
haven't, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to
Beautiful
play on.
football out there now towards Batalo. He can't pick it up. Thomson defence all on the wing there. Beautifully picked up by Charlie Donahue. Little chip kick over. He was looking over there for Hannessy, but he couldn't find him. And the ball rolls out in the bounce. And the umpire will throw it in. Wing half forward. Thomson just into the ground. 1-1-7 to 1 straight 6. We wanted a close game. We wanted a tough game. We're getting both of them at the moment. as the umpire throws the ball in now. Fulton in ruck. He's up against young
Stoneham.
There's young Stoneham.
Yeah, Stoneham,
Too
yeah.
good for him at this stage. Comes back, goes over the head there of Nathan Freeman or Daniel Freeman. Picked up now. Thomson into attack again. A wobbly old kick. It's going to the boundary line's going to beat also Hennessy across the line again. That's a couple of times now. He's got to, might find a bit more pace and get one of these young Hennessy, but yeah, not good kicking into the four line
He'll
at the
kick
moment.
a couple today, always does.
Well, let's hope he does because, as I say, the kicking into him at the moment has been pretty hard. And it's 1-1-7 Thomson or 1 straight 6 Bannockburn Spider.
So ball thrown in now. Fulton wins that tap down very, very well. Sharked up the ground by Donoghue. Quick kick off the ground there by Stoneham. Knocking further forward. Picked up now. The players getting out of the way was Knight again. Sniffing around looking for another one here. So ball spills free now. Dragged back in under the pack. So we'll see what happens here. Umpire says it's mine. 40 metres out from the Thomson goal. As said, Morris Finance first quarter. They lead 1-1 to Bannockburn 1 straight. So ball in the air now. Fulton and Troop. Fulton almost grabs that one out of the air. Did well to get it over top. Connor Jews hacks the ball completely out of mid-air off the handball there. It's heading out towards the boundary line. It's gone right over the boundary line. Hennessy will get this one, mate, but it'll be a kick back in.
Well, I tell you what, that's always a danger to do that. And a little bit flamboyant there from Connor Jews. I think he ought to put his body on the line, pick the ball up, and try and get out of that pack. Because a kick like that, I tell you what, this bloke may put it very, very close to
He'll
goal.
go close. He'll go close, for sure. He'll certainly go close. So the sun might have been in Jervy's eyes then.
So Jed Hennessy coming in now. Be kicking from about 45, right on the boundary line, runs around, plays on it, opens up the angle a lot. Goal umpire has moved across. It's hit the post. That's 2 posters now for
Thomson.
For Thomson. They moved to 1-2-8, leading Bannockburn to 1 goal 6. So Morris Finance first quarter here at Town and Country Pizza Oval. Ball to be brought back in by Beardsall. Beardsall takes off, kicks it in long, looking for Kelly. Kelly can't take the marks, come off hands, lands into Nick Lynch, but he runs out of room. With a boundary line thrown about 55 metres around from the Thomson goal. Probably kicking to the attacking end here, the school end here at Thomson Reserve. Ball coming back in to be Stoneham versus Fulton again. So Fulton gets to the front. Stoneham does really well. Reaches over top, gets a hand to it, brings the ball to ground. Players dive on top of it again, not going anywhere. Umpire's going to come in. We'll have another ball up, which, as we said, will probably be the play of the day, I think.
Couldn't see who that Bannockburn player was, but he didn't go in. He nearly gave a free kick away, but stopped. Good play.
Anyway, balls come back in. Straight back down. The umpire says, you know what? I'll have another go at this.
Should have took a stat on ball. It would be the highest stat, the ball ups.
The ball up. The umpires will do well. He'll have the AFL fantasy points taken care of. Over the back with Stoneham, done really well. Get only far as Phillips. Phillips handball goes astray, out of bounds. We'll have a boundary line throw in. So the ball has literally not moved for the last probably 2 minutes.
No, there's not.
So have we ascertained which way's the wind's blowing?
I don't
Thompson
think it's
kicking with
blowing
it.
anywhere.
All right.
To tell you the truth. In all
Anyway, ball come in now. Troop and Fulton. Fulton just pushes Troop out of the way. Ball lands in the hands of White. White's handball goes forward for Bannockburn, but again, running out of room. But we've got the true centre wing now. We've moved the ball about 30 metres, so there's been a bit of opening in play. It reminds me of the East Long Thomson game, mate, where it was all wrapped up for a while.
And I think that's what they're trying to do. They're probably trying to stifle Bannockburn's run, which is fair enough.
Yep.
Turned into a bit of a fight. The ball comes in on the wing section. Fulton once again is taking a bit of dominance out of the ruck, gets it clear, and Bannockburn kick it forward. Seligen punches the ball away at centre half forward. Daniel Freeman picks it up, kicks it scrubbily along the wing. Once again, Fulton is that wall of defence and kicks it long into Battaglia. Mitch Sheedy attacks the ball well. Daniel Freeman needs to put his hands down to pick it up, and he does. Kicks it along the wing. Maxie Blake.
Good mark.
Done a good job. Took a mark. Yours, Spide.
Is that Della, mate, not Blake?
Della.
There.
Anyway. I call him Blake every week.
Quick kick over and wrapped up. Too slutty rid of the ball. Great tackle from behind there. Well run down. Quick handball off. Jervies now for Bannockburn. Leaning forward. Goes to Kunchku. Puts one hand out. Battaglia on the ground. Done really well. Goes to Kunchku, who's also on the ground.
He threw
that one out. But anyway, falls over the top here in the hands of Sam Giles, who drives Bannockburn deep into attack now. No one home. He's got to punch it through. Probably could have grabbed it, but it ends up in the hands of Jacker. He's not going to punch it through. He takes off and looks out on the far side of the ground for Della. Ball had a bit too much carry on it. Hit the ground.
He's paid deliberate.
Oh, he couldn't.
He's paid
He
deliberate.
couldn't have paid deliberate. It's 80 metres away.
He's paid deliberate.
Anyway, Bannockburn to reload now and come back in through Alford. Alford drives the ball forward, hits the ground here. Kelly picks up, throws it around the body, and has just missed to the far side. So, first behind on the board for Bannockburn, delivered by Bailey Kelly. They're 1-1-7, trailing Thomson, who are 1-2-8.
You can see what Bannockburn are trying to do. They're trying to play on every opportunity and move the ball really quickly with their runners, whereas Thomson are trying to do the opposite, smother it up and keep the ball in tight.
So 16 minutes gone here. Morris Finance first quarter. Great kick out of defence there. Maguire first to recover. Almost dove on the ball there. Try to tap it back. Ball off knees and legs. Bounces back into the pack. Going to be wrapped up here. The umpire will come in.
Ball up, son.
We'll have another ball up here.
The other thing that happened down there, Mitch,
Yeah.
the two Thomson defenders flew
together
against each other, basically, and left the Bannockburn forward on the ground.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So-
but I was going to say at the time there needs to be a bit more talking down there.
Umpires picked that a free kick for
Advantage.
too high. Advantage has been paid. Ball driven long down the line. Bath done well. Put his hands up. Could have got a free kick for chop of the arms. That's what the umpire has said. Put himself in the right spot there, did young Tommy Bath. So quick handball over to Jervis. Jervis goes out wide. Nice looking kick. So Bannockburn there chipping the ball over the top. Nearly had too much, but Fulton's probably had the long arms to get there as the rain starts to fall again here. So Kieran Fulton now just sizing up his options. Umpire calling to play on as he does. So he drives the ball long to centre forward in the Kunska direction. He gets caught behind. And, of course, coming across, Darcy Troop, who said Grubby has started very, very well this game.
He has, but when he was in the ruck, I think Fulton's probably the best on the ground, though.
I would suggest Fulton's definitely the best on the
Not
ground.
far off it. Anyway, the ball driven long back. And, of course, the man we just spoke about couldn't quite take the mark. Comes over the back of the pack, picked up there by Bath. Missed with the handball onto the right boot. Here we go. Too much on it this time. Boyd.
Good to see Boyd be part of that play because he is under a bit of an injury cloud, so it's good to see him getting involved very, very early.
And he looked like he was moving okay.
That's right. He snapped at that really strongly.
So about 18 gone here, 7.5 gone, but the ball lands in the aforementioned Boyd's hands, who's made good space. So Morris Finance first quarter, Thomson leading by 2 points, 139 to 117. Boyd looking at his options now. Strong lead provider. That's a great looking kick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Good lead. Mitchie Hodgson.
that's Mitchie Hodgson down there. A good lead. Just lobbed it into space, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now, we spoke about it at the game off air, like the blokes coming out of from the GFL and
Yeah.
finding it hard, but that was a beautiful kick.
Yeah.
18.5 gone. Thank you, Tyler, for that.
This is
The
a
clock's now
difficult shot,
counting
Tom,
up.
but that's good.
So,
If it's not right, then.
no, it's not 2 minutes behind. Anyway, Mitchie Hodgson comes in. Deliberate kick a goal. Pushes it across. Through for a minor score. So,
Interesting. The rain's falling down heavily here at Godfrey Street Reserve.
Yeah, and my worry is, once it starts raining, if you've just kicked one forward and missed three opportunities,
absolutely.
it can come back to bite you.
Absolutely.
Now's the time where you have to score goals.
Absolutely.
Beardsley now just drives Bannockburn long out of defence. Nest of Thomson players there. Saligan took that mark. I think I was going to pay it for a second there. Drives into Boyd. Wasn't a great kick off the boot. Done well here. Bannockburn in defence. Wrapped up by Jacker. Umpire says, I'll have that. Going nowhere as the rain is sheeting down.
It is. It's coming down heavy.
Yes, poor boundary umpire standing here looking for an umbrella and a coat. But anyway, ball's in the air now. One out there by Kelly. Big quick kick forward towards in the Thomson forward direction. Overrunning the ball with Beardsley did well in the end there to knock it up. But Knight coming through. But the ball there is like a rugby scrum now. So someone just fed it in from the side and away we're going to go again. So nearly 20 minutes ticked over Morris Finance first quarter. It said the rain again. It's going to play a part in this game today, the rain and the wind, I think. Captain Obvious. So ball in the air now.
Good effort from Troop there.
It was that, and he wrapped up wide. I'll tell you what.
Kicked forward by Jackson Sheedy. Hennessy just standing in the goal square has taken a mark above his head in front. Good work by Darcy Troop. That was who got that going forward.
Yep.
His work on the ground was exceptional. Jacko just went bang, and here it is. As I said, he'll kick a couple today, this kid, because he's smart.
Well, Hennessy coming in now from the point of the goal square to extend Thomson's lead. Goal umpire barely moves, as you would expect from that distance. Hennessy has his first. He has the second for Thomson. They move to 2-4-16, leading Bannockburn, who are 1-1-7. We've travelled 20 and a half minutes. Morris Finance, first quarter.
I suppose the traditional forward setup is to, in the GDFL for a long time, is have a big, good full forward up there and he takes the marks. This kid here knows how to read the football. Yeah. He saw it coming off. Yes, it was great work by Troop and Shooty and all those blokes to push it forward, but it doesn't work. You don't kick goals if you haven't got a bloke that can read where the footy's going to go. And he read it that well, and nobody else did, that he marked it completely uncontested in the goal square. How do you do that? Because you've read the ball earlier than everybody else in that situation. And that's very, very rare in our footy.
And you look how they're lining up in a straight line. You've got, centre half forward, then you've got Knight, then you've got Boyd, and then you've got Hennessy, who's the deepest, who can play tall as well as small.
But what I'm saying is, a little bloke, he's harder to guard.
Yeah, absolutely is. It's absolutely.
So the ball's got both ruckmen have gone into the glue pit there. Done well, gets a handle at Fulton. There's your mate Thomas again. A quick kick away. The ball coming a bit of mud and out in front of Battaglia. Battaglia does well to trap it. Feeds the handball back to Maybourne. Maybourne goes along down the line again. Attacking the ball was Alford.
So that's got to be a free kick.
It was a free kick, so that has been paid. So relieving free kick here.
Logan Mitchell.
Is that Logan Mitchell goes long down the line. It's a nice looking kick too. This bloke's going all right, Troopy. Right, so he's just kicked that one long in the Boyd direction. Boyd and Bowden. Bowden done really well to outpoint Boyd there and read that one with the wind. Takes the mark. Comes out wide here. Nice looking kick. Finds Phillips. Phillips plays on immediately. Comes further down the line looking for Young. Young chopped off there. Done really well with... was that Sheedy? It was. That was
number
Charlie
Donahue.
Sorry.
Yeah.
He's another kid that I haven't seen much of. Young. Young.
Number 69, Young.
Young one.
Tell you what, he's
Young one.
He's a strapping young looking kid. Look at him.
Anyway, ball to be thrown back in. Nice good throw in. So Troop at the back there, Kelly in front. Troop probably did well to Jervis. Jervis wrapped up straight away. Well, there's one bloke won't be reported out there, mate. You can't see his number on the back, and it's probably the right bloke to have his number covered up too.
Jacko's not playing, is he?
Darcy. Troopy's got his number all covered up. So
he certainly goes well against the small... What's happened here?
I'll tell you what's happened here. He pushed him over off the ball. The field umpire didn't see it, but the trailing umpire did.
So Jervis has the kick, goes out wide. Looking for Marnie. Marnie struggles to pick this wet ball up. Ball spills free again. Quick handball out there by Cam. Diving on the ball. Could be a free kick for below the knees. Not paid by the umpire. So Bannockburn driving forward. Saligan leads the race. Looks like he's trying to keep it in. He's done that really well. He has kept it in the end. I thought he was actually trying to take it out and disguise it.
Well, he was.
The ball eventually trickles over the line. About 65 metres round from the Bannockburn goal. They currently trail by 9 points.
After that last kick out deliberate, he disguised it pretty well then, I thought.
Kelly's Thomson bloke down.
Yeah, Kelly's just caught one in the guts. You'll probably see that in the video. I'll be right on the camera. But anyway, the umpire has picked something out here.
There's a bit of whistle blowing going on.
They're going to make it go back to the original free kick. No advantage to be paid here.
Troopy's having words with... he's having words
Bowden,
with...
I think.
Elzinger.
It was Jackson Elzinger.
He's having words
That's
with
who it was. Anyway, the ball goes long down. Cam position goes up the back. The ball has bounced over his head. He got himself in the right spot, but that the cruel bounce of our ball. Anyway, comes free. Kicked down the line by Jervis again. No one home there at all. Quick handball comes out again. Nice feedback. So now into Freeman in the middle of the ground. He takes a strong chest mark, protected the ball very, very well. Plays on now, driving long down the line, over everybody's head. Punched away from Boyd, lands in the hands of Phillips. Phillips done well. Gets a quick handball out. Doesn't go where he wanted intended to. Is that Mitchell with the ball again now, mate? Couldn't see who it was.
I want to go back to Saligan. He was over the ball, near the man line, couldn't tap it out, and Fred Thomson blokes around him. Bannockburn on that.
Bannockburn, anyway. Ball in the air, punch forward now. Umpire's picked out a free kick for too high.
No, they're blowing. They were letting it go early now. They're blowing the whistle. I don't know. Good luck to them. Now it's going Thompson's way. No one knows which way it's going.
Well, he pointed the other way.
The umpire pointed the wrong way originally.
Which happens.
And I actually thought, why is he paying it to Bannockburn? Because there was an arm over the shoulder. But I thought it was to Thomson. But now I was right for a change, and it is a Thomson free kick. 50 metres out.
Who's
29. I don't know, to tell you the honest truth. Todd McLeod from years gone by.
I don't know who's wearing 29.
No.
It's not Maxi Deller. He wears 19.
No, he's 19. No, we'll find out.
Find out who's wearing 29. Maybe a change of jumper already. Doesn't make much difference because it's gone across the face of goal and through for a minor score. So 2-5 to Thomson, who lead at Bannockburn 1-1 as the rain comes down heavily again. So Morris Finance first quarter here. I don't know who's wearing 29, so we better find that out. It could be a change of jumper, mate.
Might be someone who come in late that we don't know about.
Yeah, well, if it isn't, you'll have to go out.
That's not Major Tom, is it? Not Tommy Major?
Yeah,
He's wearing 27 normally.
I think probably is Tommy Major. It looked like Tommy Major.
Yeah, so it could be Tommy Major wearing 29 instead of 27. Anyway, great kick, great hands there by Cam. Cam for Thomson, 60 metres out from his own goal. Clock will be winding down pretty quick, I would have thought. Won't be long quarters. Beardsley comes over the back. Good fist forward. Only as far as Maguire did well to stop it. Sheedy does well. Tried to get a quick kick away. Didn't quite work. Bowden comes through. Feeds a one-handed handball out to Battaglia. Battaglia goes down the line, but only as far as Freeman. Freeman now in the middle. Moves the ball really quick towards Hodgson. Gets over the back to Knight. Picked up again. Bowden on the left foot this time. That'll only go as far as Kelly. So Kelly's recovered from that knock and just perhaps got another one. Boyd in front. Ball brought the ground. The umpire didn't even look at the ball. The bloke coming in the other way.
This is a vital goal here. Like they've asserted their dominance a little bit. 2-5. If they can kick a goal here, it makes a big difference at the 27-minute mark.
Well, it makes their quarter worthwhile because they probably should be that.
Yeah.
They probably should be 2 or 3 goals in front.
So Boyd coming in now. Good view from where we are. It's not a great kick off the boot, but it goes straight through the middle. Doesn't matter how you kick him as long as you kick him. So, but Thomson move on to 3-5, leading Bannockburn, who are 1-1, 28 and a half gone. Morris Finance, first quarter.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to call it panic just yet, but there's a little bit of anxiety with the Bannockburn defenders tackling. And I know he's having a bit of a whinge now. He reckons he didn't do it, but there's been a couple of over-the-shoulder chops to the arms. You can't afford that in the forward line. And Spider, I don't mean to contradict you, but there is no such thing as a one-handed handball. I call it a throw.
Yeah, so do I, but the umpire didn't call it a throw, so it was a one-handed handball.
You know,
look at this bloke.
You know what's happened?
Beauty, Rachel's.
You know what's happened? Fulton stopped. Who's wearing number 28, Craig?
29.
20.
Is that Tommy Major?
He kicked the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and dry for you too, Jack. Good.
One thing that's happened is that Fulton hasn't been able to sit across the half-back line and cut short Thompson's attack. They've been going around him or over him. So the reality to it is we've got a little bit of ascendancy, and now he's back in the ruck. As soon as he goes out of the ruck, Troop seems to dominate the game a little bit.
Yeah.
And now that he's back in the ruck, I'll be interested to see who gets his clearance.
All right, so Fulton and Troop to do battle in the middle again. Ball is in the air. Fulton wins that one down quite convincingly. Taps it out in front there. Running through, coming the other way. Good tackle. Brought the ground. That'll be a free kick, I'd reckon, against Della. No, too high.
He must have said it was too high, which is 50-50.
Yeah,
That's fine.
fair enough anyway. Ball comes out wise to Hodgson. Hodgson takes the mark on his chest. Turns around, looking at his options. Chipped it up. That's a nice looking kick. Ooh, a couple of blokes come in from each way. Knight might have got one high here. Tommy Barth not overly happy with that decision, but
well, the Seagulls are here at Thomson because they're all wearing Bannockburn colours. They're squawking like a bunch of seagulls. Oh my God!
Anyway, Knight fancies himself from 55 out with a wet ball in horrible conditions, but see how he goes. So Jacob Knight has one already. Plays on, kicks long and very, very, very wide and kicks it out of bounds on the full. So there'll be a free kick now for Connor Jervis here for Bannockburn. There wouldn't be too long to go, I wouldn't have thought.
No.
It's 29 gone, so the siren will be going shortly, I would have thought.
Been a pretty good game.
Yeah, hasn't been too bad. It's starting to be a bit slippery and slidey out there now. But
It must be a different game than you two play.
Well,
anyway,
weather footy.
Jervis drives the ball back in. Pack forms. Kunchka puts his hands up. Can't bring the ball to ground. Knocked there forward for Thomson. Jackson Elsinger does pick it up. Drives it forward out in front of Battaglia. Ball gets through everybody. Freeman trying to turn around. Just hacks the ball out to the left. Nice looking little chip there. It'll reach the boundary line. Well, he does it himself anyway. It's like when those chip kicks follows up, scores a try.
You know, one of the good things about that play was it was the first time today that Freeman's extended himself. He's coming off that leg injury. He had to accelerate towards that ball, and he did that well.
Got to say, for the second week in a row, Johnny, I'm cramping up, so I'm not extending very well at all.
So you ought to wearing thongs, mate.
So Fulton gets in front of Troop there, wins that tap down, wrapped up in a tackle, going nowhere. The umpire will come in and ball it up, and wish those cars on the other side of the ground turn their lights off because it makes it awfully hard to call the footy. If they are listening.
Why they got their lights on? They can't make much difference to them.
Well, I tell you what, before we go too much longer, we won't be having the lights on around the ground.
Anyway, Fulton grabs it one out of the ruck. Gets a too high tackle.
Is that the siren I heard?
I think it is the siren.
That was the siren. So,
how long did that quarter go, Spike?
I don't know. Quarter time sees
31.
Thomson 3-5-23 leading Bannockburn 1-1-7. Goal kickers Jacob for Thomson, Jacob Knight, Lucas Boyd, and Jed Hannessy all have one. While for Bannockburn, Fletcher Wilson has their solitary goal. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back here shortly for a wrap up of the first quarter. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football. Welcome back here to Town and Country Pizza Over, where the lovely Lizzie's just dropped off some lollies for us all, and it looks like she's freezing. She's going to turn into a snowman out there. It's Arctic Park.
Had the headlights on.
3-5-23-117. Grubby, thoughts?
Well, I've changed my tune a bit. I know Mitch said during the call that it was a good game. I thought it, and I said, what game are you at? But, yeah, you're right. When you turn into watching wet weather football, which we haven't watched a lot of over the last couple of years, actually, and all of a sudden we're watching a game where it's just rain from start to finish nearly, and then you've got to change your focus on what's happening out here. And Thomson, you can name all your little things that happen here and your little things that happen there. Let's just go back to simple, basic wet weather footy.
Yep.
Thomson are getting to the footy first.
Around
It's
the
simple as that.
Around the grounds, lad. Balpo still 4-2-26, lead Crow 2-2-14. Two sides that can't kick straight are kicking straight in the windiest place in Australia.
Yeah.
East Geelong 2-3-15, lead Inverleigh 1-4-10. Anarchy 2-1-13, lead Werribee yet to score.
Okay.
Winchelsea 3-3-21, lead North Geelong 4 behinds. And, of course, the West and Belmont West game is tomorrow. So,
Yeah. Anyone who saw the Thomson East Geelong game last week without the conditions like this would say this has been played exactly the same. Thomson are closing the game up for most of it, and then when they get their opportunity, they're surging forward and scoring. And that's exactly what's happening. So I'll be interested to see what goes on in this next quarter.
Yeah, well, look, I'm very, very sorry for talking while you two blokes were interrupting, but I thought Shooty was okay. Knight wasn't great, but he looked dangerous. Boyd looks dangerous, and so does Hennessy. Jacker was good. Troop was good. Donahue okay. We'll get to the Bannockburn blokes during the quarter.
rightio, ball in the air now. Fulton wins up one down towards Elzinga, but he's beaten to the ball there, and that's
high hit.
too high, but that was just an accident completely. Who was that, Sheedy on the ground?
Sheedy, yeah.
Didn't he cop one last week as well?
Yeah, that was Mitch last week.
Mitch last week.
Both of them play like that. They go in that hard for the ball. They're going to get bowled over now and again. Don't worry
he
about
couldn't
that.
stop. He slid straight through.
Yeah, just go hell for leather.
Back in the air. Neither up and win that one, but Fulton gets a secondary tap down over the top here. Picked up, no, not quite picked up there by Della. Ball comes out to Freeman. He does really well, just kicks off the ground. Cam, left foot, toe pokes it into the dangerous position. It's off the ground again. Didn't come off, so quick handball out there by Major. Ball goes out wide again. Picked up by Phillips, who's collared and drawn.
Oh, it's gone too high.
You're kidding me.
Wow, okay.
Wow,
I honestly thought that was just under the arms, under the shoulder. Anyway.
Phillips gets the free kick, comes out wide. Not a great kick, so lands in the hands of Beardsville, comes down toward Maybourne, goes over his back. Freeman uses body very, very well. Sullivan leads in the race. Shepherd's well for Freedman, gets a handball out as he's tackled by Thomas. That could be a free kick in the back. I would have thought.
He's not happy about it, Logan Mitchell, either, and neither he should be.
I don't think he would be.
Hey?
He got the free kick. He should be happy about that.
Maybourne, very crude there, but anyway. Mitchell now for Thomson, centre wing, in front of the commentary box here. Comes out wide, not the greatest kick off the boot, but it's going to work out very, very well. Lands in the arms of Max Della.
Maxie Della.
So Della's played on straight away. Looking long down the line, nice looking kick into space again, and a very good mark taken here. So we have a chance. Yeah, it's Knight again.
He'll have a shot. Knight, he's inside 80.
He's inside 80, so it's a bit like Zachy Smith, mate. Inside 80, and who has a chance.
Yeah, but both blokes are a bit the same. If that's their strength, if that's what they do, then let them do it, unless you've got someone right out in their own, which he hasn't got.
Well, last week he kicked poorly. This week he's already shown that he's kicking pretty straight, so I'd back him from here.
Well, he ran wide last time and kicked wide. This is the exact opposite. He can run wide here, and it'll help him.
Anyway. So Knight now for Thomson coming in. 45 out. Does just that. He's kicked it beautifully off the boot, and that is home. So Thomson have their fourth now. They move to 4-5, leading Bannockburn, who are still 1-1. We have travelled 2.5 minutes. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
I like blokes who do things wrong and then correct themselves. He had a shot there a bit further out, but he had a shot down here and ran very wide and kicked it out in the full. So here's his chance here, like I just said. He's only ran a little bit wide and brought it back beautifully. So he's decided, I'm not going to run too wide. It's not going to work.
It's a comfortable distance for him, Greg, to tell you the truth. Before, he's a little bit further out than he should have been, but that's okay.
So Fulton a bit worried by Troop here, I think. He's just getting away a free kick for a Shepherd. He ran around the line, and so Troopy's going to take the free kick now. True centre of the ground. Goes long down the line. Nice looking kick. Knight flies again. What a fantastic grab that is.
He's a gunless bloke.
How does it just use the body beautifully there? Well, protected the space really well, Mitch.
Yeah, no, he took a good, strong, high chest mark. Thomson have got Bannockburn on the ropes at the minute. They'll need to make some changes in the middle, I think. I would suggest that Troops pressures in the middle in the ruck is doing a lot of good work in that centre bounce, and it's worrying a few of the Bannockburn players.
So Knight coming in, looking at his third. About the same distance as the last kick. I mean, this is a bit tougher because the wind's probably blowing across there. He's played on, he's taken him on, and he's got round it. Throws it on the right boot. Tried to do a little bit too much, misses. So Knight has 2-2 for the day. Thomson moved to 4-6. They are leading Bannockburn 1-1. Nearly 4 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
As Grubby said, Knight's looking dangerous, isn't he, Grubby?
Yeah, he really is. He's looking dangerous, and so's Mitchell, actually.
Is it the cloudy weather?
Not Mitchell, Boyd.
So the ball along down here looking for Kunchka. Saligin gets in front, puts the hands up, takes a fantastic grab.
He's a
star.
player. Good player.
So Stephen Saligin now just chips the ball into space. Look at this and that. Oh, no. I think might have ducked the head there, Cam.
Sun got in his eyes.
Yes, maybe the hair got in his eyes. And free kick has now been paid against Mitchell. So Connor Jervis is the recipient of the free kick. Comes out wide here looking for and finding Will Giles, but the ball comes to ground. Top of the arms has been paid. So young Sam Giles will take the free kick here.
It's good to see him paying that because I don't usually pay it. It was definitely a chop at the arms and should have been paid, but they paid a few of them today.
Well, if I'm Lynch, I'm getting the runner out to Cam and saying, get your head up and get the next one.
I'm tipping he'll
That's
get
it.
told.
That's it. No more. That's
Move
it.
on. Anyway, Sam Giles now. Going to go long down the line. Oh, he's decided to chip in here. What's happened here?
Another whistle.
The umpire's
It's a
paid
50-metre
50.
penalty. He's run over the mark, obviously, before the umpire's called play on.
So
That's what I adjudicate that to.
Sam Giles wearing the number made famous by, it's not a big 50. That's probably about 41, I reckon. Anyway, he goes long down the line as the Sun's trying to break through. Ball hits the deck, lands in the hands of Thomas. Thomas throws it on the boot. Screwed it back a little bit too far. So Bannockburn have their second minor for the day. They are 1-2, trailing Thomson, who are 4-6. 5.5 minutes gone. Buckley's second quarter.
Thomson have got to stay disciplined here. You don't want to let this slip because of undisciplined play. Jackham kicked the ball out to the half-back line. Thompson's marked the ball through Lynch. Lynch kicks it down to the wing, and it's spoiled and out of bounds. Good contest there from Mitch Sheedy and the Bannockburn player. This game, Bannockburn wouldn't want to let Thomson get any further ahead, I wouldn't think.
No, they can't in these conditions.
No, this is pretty delicate, delicately poised. Ball goes in from probably between half forward and wing. Troop once again wins a knockout. Cluster of players form there. There'll be another ball up, and that's playing into Thompson's hands. You know, they're just forcing the ball across the boundary line and playing into their hands, not letting Bannockburn get any run. Once again, Fulton hits it over the back, but Logan Mitchell's there, kicks it down towards the wing. Mitchy Hodgson picks it up and kicks it, unfortunately, out of bounds on the full.
Straight into Godfrey Street.
Yeah, straight into Godfrey Street. How would you like to have a go at this, Grubby, while I eat this donut?
Well, all right, and I'll tell you one thing as we go along. We have made a bit of a joke about not knowing young Dougie Thomas before the game. He's impressed me so far, young Dougie. He's been very, very good. Umpire now on the outside of the ground, half forward wing. Bannockburn have the free kick for the resultant out on the full. And he comes now, puts it up towards the half forward line position. Up they go, the big men fly, and almost a good Bannockburn mark, not paid. Play on, says the umpire, and so he should have. Boyd tries to get it out. It's kicked out towards the Thomson forward line. That's Freeman, is it? Hodgson, no, it's Hodgson. He's put it in the arms of the big fella in Boyd. Boyd's going to go long. He's got someone on his own. It's Cam. They said get the next one, and he bloody well got it.
Absolutely, got a chance there. That was great work by Logan Mitchell on the half-back line there. He was the one that got it out of that cluster, and Thomson worked the ball forward, and the old Pagan's paddock because Jordan Cam was running back towards goal and Boyd kicked it straight onto his chest.
Well, I tell you, and we watched him the last time miss an opportunity, and as I said, don't drop the head, get the next one, and he's got to kick this just for his confidence alone to say, right, I'm back in this game.
There's no doubt about that, and I think he will.
And he comes now, the big fella, Cam, directly in front. Shouldn't miss, and doesn't miss. Straight over the goal umpire's head. Puts the two fingers up, and that takes Thomson now on a 5-6-36. They've taken the Bannockburn score off the scoreboard, which is, I think, 1-4-1-2-8. And what score were we on this quarter?
It's the Buckleys.
The Buckleys. Get down the Buckleys. Great meals. Get on the pokies. Make some money for the GDFL clubs.
Gamble responsibly.
And gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly.
I don't know actually how you do that. You either gamble or you don't. But anyway, umpire Peter Kennedy, he's done a pretty good job. Comes in at the bounce now. Fulton in ruck. He'll go against Troop once again. It's been a pretty good battle. Up they go. Fulton maybe nobody, but bounces at their feet. And the umpire's found a free kick over the shoulder here. And it will go there to Logan Mitchell. Mitchell now plays on, puts it up towards the half-forward flank. It goes towards Charlie Donahue, but it beats him. He gets back onto it with some good play. Can't pick it up. They're trying to force it out of bounds for a throw-in, but no, the Bannockburn defence, but yes, the boundary umpire has called it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in on the half-forward flank for Thomson, who are 5-6-36, and they lead Bannockburn 1-2-8, and you're right. If Bannockburn don't get the next goal and Thomson get one or two, this game could be over at half-time.
So the ball in now. You got Fulton, who just uses his body, pushes Troop out of the way. He gets a handball over the top to Marnie. Marnie slips when he tried to kick the ball. It's going to happen a bit today. Donahue picks it up, wrapped up the tackle. No, it wasn't Donahue, actually. It was Major again. Wrapped up.
I'll tell you what, I've seen two real fierce attacks on the ball by a young fella by the name of Charles Russell for Thomson, who's a new player, and he's been very, very hard at the footy.
Fulton again just pushed Troop out of the way. The umpire said he pushed him in the back. So
I'm not sure that's a free kick, actually.
No. Anyway, Troop driving forward now, looking for Boyd. Boyd comes to the ground, goes past everyone. Elsinger picks it up, fires the handball out. So Bannockburn now will relieve out wide in the Kunjka direction, but Freeman just stands his ground, takes him up, looks to go on and does.
Well, that's down the ground, umpire.
Tips the ball over. Hodgson's done well there to control the foot. He picks it up now, swings on the right foot. Great Knight, great smother there. Elsinger bursts out of defence, kicks the ball long down the line, over the back, to find Sammy Jacker on his own in the 50. He comes out wide looking for Saligan. Saligan takes the mark. He's got Freeman short if he wants him.
He's a bit too short, I think.
He ignores that option. He comes longer down the line here. Comes over the back. Mitchell did well to bring it to ground. He's fighting three. Thomas picks that one up.
Good player, Mitchell. He's a
10.5 gone here.
I thought Daniel Freeman might have been bowled over a little bit late then.
Yeah, when
right.
he kicked it, but you're probably right. But I don't mind if they don't pay those tiggy touches.
Well, I don't think it was tiggy. I think once you've got rid of the ball, you have to be protected. That's what I believe.
So the ball thrown in now. Troop does really well. Double fist over the top, but only as far as Elsinger. Elsinger goes long, attacked out of mid-air. It's not a bad option in the end that time, and mark has been taken by Cam. Cam now turns around as the leads come in towards Boyd's. Chopped off very, very well there by White. Big quick kick comes back for Bannockburn. Sun's about to break through. Numbers at the pack there. Ball hits the deck again. Picked up, wrapped up straight away. It was Maguire, not going anywhere. And the umpire will have a ball up.
Got to be a little bit careful, Spider. They don't just go Boyd crazy. He had two people on him there, and there was a short there that they could have got to.
Had it a couple of times. True centre wing ball goes up. Fulton wins that one down. Goes to Maybourne. Maybourne gets a quick handball forward. So running towards the ball here is Alford. Alford can't control it. The ball goes out of bounds. Over the boundary line throw in right in front of the Thomson coach's box here on the commentary box side of the ground, which is nice.
Yeah, stay here all day. I'll have a bit more of a go at it.
11.5 minutes gone. Buckers Entertainment. Second quarter here. Ball thrown in. Nice little throw in there. So Zonan Fulton wins one down. Maybourne tries to break through. Can't do so. Diving on the ball. Or trying to drive on the ball with Sheedy. Ball spills free. Comes out the back to Fulton. Fulton on the right boot. Drives forward looking for
beautiful play.
He's a superstar.
But picked up by Saligan. Saligan just chips the ball out wide into space. Needs to sit here for Lynch. Lynch does well. Gets around one. Onto the right boot. Goes long down the line. Beautiful looking kick. Finds Cam.
He's hitting up at the ball well, Cam.
He is. Ever since he dropped that mark.
Yeah.
So Cam from the far side wing out there. Ball comes in there. Comes to the ground again. Quick handball out. Quick kick off the ground in only as far as Sam Jacker's knees. Bounces back the other way. Quick another handball over. Running through now is Maybourne. Gets another handball out. Chopped off by Dalla. Done really well. Throws it on the boot, but no one home there. So White goes out wide. Nice looking kick to Phillips. So Ashton Phillips now plays on straight away. Runs straight down the line. Long kick out side of the ground here. No one home again. Jacker done really well to control that one. Tries to get a handball out. Ball comes back in. Now it spills free. Falling out again. Another handball through to the centre of the ground here. Off the ground. That's going to be should be the order of the day, I would have thought. Coming
Good
back
effort.
the other way.
Good effort.
Wrapped up. Is that Russell you're talking about, mate?
No, that wasn't Russell.
Might have been Hobbs, was it?
Yeah, Hobbs. That
Was that Hobbs, was it?
Yeah.
Well, he impressed me
Yeah,
against
he was
East Long
good. He
last
runs
week.
straight, Hobbs. He's a boy up from the seconds, played 3 or 4 games, and he certainly acquitted himself very, very well.
Impressed me last week. So, ball will be thrown up again. Just a quick push out of that by Fulton. Drives the ball long down the line. Gets over the back here.
Oh, he's a free kick
a
here.
free
It's
kick
going to
somewhere.
Thomson.
Kick.
Thompson's
Yeah.
going to.
Who's out on the
I
ground?
got no idea what for because I
No.
didn't see it.
No,
Looks like,
neither
looks
did
like
I.
one around 2 eyes. Someone's holding the... I don't know.
Who's that
Been
down?
getting the Jack's crackers, I think, just quietly.
Could have been too.
That's Sammy
Sammy
Jack.
Jack.
Sammy
he'll be
Jackers
all
in the
right.
crackers.
He'll be all right.
He does that every week, Sammy.
So, Saligin with the free kick now. Comes long out here towards the commentary box again. So, pressure's on. Ball brought to the ground there. It was by Thomson. Now, quick kick forward by Thomson. Without the P. Finds Knight. Knight again. Mitch reads the play very, very well. Might have a shot from here, will he? 120 out.
He's 85 out. He won't. He's probably...
Goes short. Finds Dalla. Dalla plays on now. Goes long in the cam direction. The ball slews off the side of the boot. That's a fantastic grab taken there.
Maxie Dalla's got to kick it to one of the Thomson blokes in the purple and gold, not the black and yellow. But
So, play on straight
What
away
about-
there. You're right, mate. Was it by Mayborn again? Ball out wide again in front of White. Can't control it. So, flicked up to him now. Tapping forward here. Bannockburn, that would have almost been a throw, but coming back the other way from Freedman. Cam in front, done well to control. It wasn't Cam, actually. It was Boyd. Done well to trap it, but it finds the hands of Jervis now. Jervis comes out wide. Nice looking kick. Finds Mayborn. Trying to get in the game a little bit here, Rob Mayborn. They need him too, Bannockburn, so he plays on. Goes long down the line here. It's a 5-on-1 contest here. No real hope there for them. Picked up by Mowat. Done really well there. Trying to break free. Quick kick, but there's only succeeded in putting the ball out of bounds. Free kick will go to Rob Mayborn for Bannockburn, who is probably 60 out from his own goal.
he's lifted pretty much, Mayborn.
He has
He's
in his
been-
last 10
He
minutes.
has. He's been pretty good.
So Mayborn now just spears the ball into the hot spot. Gets over the back there, punched down, and rushed through by Hobbs. Through for a minor score. So Bannockburn moved to 1-3, trailing Thomson, who are 5-6. And when I get it up, I'll let you know. I've been going 15 and a half minutes. Bucky's Entertainment, second quarter.
Sammy Jack is about to bring the ball in. He brings it in down to the clubroom side of the ground. Long kick. Jacob Knight's his target, but it comes off hands. Logan Mitchell gets it again. He's been terrific, Logan Mitchell, in these conditions. Charlie Donoghue, chip kicks to Jack Sheedy, who hands it on to Knight. Knight hands it on to Della. Della back to Hobbs.
Major.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't think of his name. Bannockburn arrest the thing on to the half
Good
back line.
hands.
Major picks the ball up again.
No,
No,
so
what's
Mayborn.
it? Mayborn picks the ball up again. He's been good in the last 10 minutes, Mayborn. But it's a bit of a between the 250s at the moment. Bannockburn switched the ball into the centre of the ground. A chest mark has been dropped, but there's 2 of them there. It's going to come to the spill to Troop. Troop hacks it out of nowhere down to the half-forward line for Thomson, where there's no one at home. But Bannockburn kick it back, but back again. This is that young fellow I was talking to you a minute ago.
Yep.
He picks it up, kicks it, unfortunately, into the man on the mark, but his attack on the footy is terrific. Out of bounds over there between half forward and wing on the Godfrey Street side of the Thomson Reserve. I would suggest Bannockburn would need to get a bit of a wriggle on, Spider.
Yeah, I would agree, mate. The rain seems to have cleared for now, so doesn't matter though. Damage has been done. The ground is wet. The ball is slippery, so ball thrown in now. Well, Troop versus Kelly. Neither of them get an effective tap. Attempt to pick up there by Major. Couldn't do so. Punch forward by Bannockburn here was good play in the end. Hobbs does well. Reads it really well. Gets a handball back. Dispossessed. So
That's an example of 2 young fellas that have come up from the seconds, who didn't talk to each other and run into each other.
Battaglia now driving forward. Nice looking kick. Gets over the back. Good pick up there by Donoghue. Donoghue turns around the right foot. Kicks nice short. There's your mate again.
Yeah.
There he is, mate. Charles Russell. Russell now.
Good.
Spears the ball low and long. Doesn't go anywhere. Battaglia does really well. Picks it up. Handballs over to his brother. Goes to Connor Jervis. That's some of the names we need to hear from. Goes to Mayborn. Mayborn throws on the right foot. Good smother there. Lands in the hands of Major again. Quick kick out here by Russell's not a bad one to Della. Della does really well. Couldn't quite bring the
Done a
mark in,
great
but
job
absolutely
there.
brilliant work. But then
He's got a free kick.
He has got a free kick.
Got a free kick.
That's a little bit undisciplined, that. There
Yeah,
was no need
yeah,
for that. The
yeah.
ball was about 8 metres away and gone.
And I think if you looked at the free kick count, Thomson would probably be up. And I think there's been a little bit of undiscipline, and that tends to happen in the wet when you get behind.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
him in the
Got to
throat.
be a bit careful, more careful, because they're going to slide at you. You've got to be careful.
So, ball coming along here towards Darcy Troop. Gets in front, takes a fantastic grab of the wet ball. Would have been a free kick anyway, I would have thought in the end.
Nearly 50 metres.
It's not 50 because he pushed him before he marked it, so I'll give him that.
Yeah,
So Troop now driving long. Not a great kick off the boot. No, not a free kick, but Cam does well. Stand at the front of the pack, goes long, but Beardsall standing firm in defence for Bannockburn. Takes a mark about 30 metres out from his own goal. So Beardsall goes out wide and finds Phillips. Phillips now looking at his options, so he chips over the top again, looking for Thomas. Thomas takes a good grab.
He's
Centre
gone out
wing.
of it a bit.
Yeah.
Centre wing plays on quickly. Looking at a long option here. Wilson's made space, but 3-on-1. Probably get a free kick there for too high, I reckon, and has.
Should have marked that, Troopy.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, you should have marked that one. He's in the
Don't
right
give away
spot.
50. Don't give 50 away.
He's trying not to. He's trying to get out of it. They got hold of his leg.
And the other bloke's pushing him at the same
Yep.
time. And now he picks him up.
Yep. Well, he was attached to his leg. He had no choice. He had to pick him up.
Yeah, but sometimes it can be misconstrued and all of a sudden you're having a shot from the goal line. So
Yeah, no, very, very true.
you got to be careful, and I tell you what, Troop was very careful. He did nothing wrong, and the umpire said...
$50 for 50 metres, mate. That's why he's been careful.
The only thing he did wrong was not take the mark.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So,
well, he didn't, but he's taken a few around.
No, he's been good. He's been
Wet
Thompson's
days,
best player.
he's not the only one that's dropped marks in what should have been
so
taken
Wilson for
today.
Bannockburn kicking from 50. He's given every bit he's got. It's not a bad-looking kick, actually. And the boys in the box have asked for one. Bannockburn have moved...
I didn't ask for one.
Bannockburn have moved to 2-3-15, trailing Thomson or 5-6-36. Wilson has 2 now. 20 minutes gone. Buckley's Entertainment, second quarter.
Yes, it was definitely one they really needed.
They had to get a goal there, didn't they?
And it's probably good for the actual game that
No,
they
it's
do.
not.
You don't want to get them too far. I do want to add to this one before. You all call me soft, but when you get the ball and you've got it, and you know you're going to get tackled, you tense up, you're ready. But once you let that ball go, you relax. And as soon as you relax and get hit, you can get hurt. And that's why the down the grounds, I always think, should be paid, because you can get hurt, you've relaxed.
You are right. You're soft.
So Kelly versus Troop. Troop just walks through, grabs the ball, throws it on the left foot. Ball lands in the hands of Maguire, who gets a quick kick, well, sideways, not quite forward off the side of the boot, out in front of Russell. Cam done really well. Trapped the ball forward for Thomson. Russell now dives on it.
Was that a
Tries to
free
tap it
kick?
forward. No, I don't think it was.
Don't you? Yeah, right.
He dove and they all rolled. So,
Don't ask me, it's that far away. They might as well be at the U-Yanks for me.
sitting in Mitch's front yard looking the other way, mate.
Yeah.
So, ball to be thrown in.
You know, the sides are getting ascendancy in the ruck when Fulton's not there, and same as when Troop's not there.
Yes.
Kelly and Stoner went up for that one. The ball's brought to ground. Coming through, Jervy's done well. He's still going. And when he legged, and the umpire said no prior opportunity, which I think was a fair call. He was held the whole way through. Got the arms free at the end when the pressure was off, as it always happens. The umpire says, I'll have it. The ball comes free. So ball in the air now. Stoner wins that one down convincingly, but it bounces off knees again, falls back into the pack. Quick hands there. Fed out wide. Coming through now, what's umpire paid here?
Paid a holding the man. He must have held on to him after he got rid of it, but I'm going to say, and he's a good umpire, this bloke, but I'm going to say that may have been a little bit tiggy.
Well, especially in the condition and what's been going on before it.
So,
umpire
Marnie-
it the same way all the time.
Marnie for Bannockburn chips the ball across.
Oh.
He's paid the mark. Mayborn didn't take it, but he's got time to recover. Gets a handball out here to Young. Young now looking down the line. Nice little kick in, finds Alford. Bailey Alford for Bannockburn now on half-back. Has time to look. Comes out wide here. I think he was looking for Beards, but didn't go. Kunska just outpointed completely by Seligen there. No, he's paid the free kick for a hold here. Josh Kunska doesn't know he's got the free kick himself.
What did you say about this umpire?
Anyway, Kunska now
I
for
think, I think
Bannockburn.
he got that one wrong, I think. That's
Got a
my
couple wrong.
opinion. But
Got 2 of them, I think. Oh, smothered there. Not a great kick. Seligen done really well to get the smother, and Alford comes out. Handballs back to Kunska, who now swings on the right boot. Kicks the ball down the line. Hasn't got much on it. Gets knocked out in the tackle there. So now time to clear for Thomson. Done well. Freeman picks the ball up. Went without it in the end. Thomas does now pick it up. Wrapped up straight away. Mitchie Hodgson wrapped him up. Oh, sorry, Seligen wrapped him up. So he's not going anywhere. Get those two wrong, mate. One's 2'3", one's 6'4".
Oh, well, it's a long way away, Spider.
It's about 20 metres away, mate.
Yeah, well, that's far enough.
Anyway, ball in the air now. Kelly wins that one down. Anyway, coming through. Thomas couldn't quite take it with him. Kunchka wrapped up. We'll have another ball up here.
Oh, come on, mate. Just go back.
How do you do? Yeah, that's right. So ball in the air now. Kelly and Stoneham. Stoneham wins that one down. Mayborn comes through. Couldn't take it with him. Maguire tries to come through the other way. So did Beardsall. In the end, ball comes right at the back here. Cam, it's a quick handball out wide. Kick off the ground. Leading in the race now is Young. Hot on his sail there is Hannessy. Hannessy just pushed him out of the way, but well done. Ends up with Battaglia. Battaglia goes long down the line. Nice smother there. So, off the ground again by Battaglia, only as far as Della. Umpire says that's not 15, but it doesn't really matter in the end. And again, it's called not 15.
And he's right too.
But no one comes at the player who then drives it long. Was that Lynch?
That was Lynch.
That was Lynch.
Out of bounds on the full. Should do better than that, tell you the honest truth.
Well, you get 6 a cricket season. You get a free kick against you. Anyway, the ball chipped into Jervis. Jervis goes by hand. Young now. Coming on, he's got 2 to aim at here, and it goes to White at the back, who done really well, run a straight line. But Maguire picks the ball up, kick smothered. Bannockburn a bit more desperation here. Lands in the hands now of McCarthy. McCarthy goes out wide, nice looking kick. Running in now, having a flying shot at goal.
Tell you what.
And I'll tell you what.
No.
They were getting out of each other's road to
They
see who
were.
would mark it.
So Saligen now has the ball in the back pocket for Thomson.
Thomson have pressed right up the ground, Spider. You can see Knight and the forwards right up the ground here.
They're all up there. So he goes wide across goal. Mark has been spilt again by Lynch. So he's having a bad little spot there. But Kelly picks the ball up, gets a handball over the top. Quick kick on the right foot here. Has gone right across. Through for a minor score. I didn't even see who kicked that. Couldn't tell.
No. Couldn't tell, but I don't think the goal umpire knew where it went either, just quietly. But
couldn't see
it's
that.
close enough. Bannockburn have certainly put a lot more pressure on in the last 5 minutes than what's been on for the rest of the game. Thomson need to hold steady here because you wouldn't want to let that lead slip, would you?
Not after you've played pretty good footy for the most of the second half. You'd hate to let it slip in the last 10 minutes and go in only 1 or 2 goals up.
Yeah.
25 gone here.
25. Well, there's plenty of time. The first quarter went 31.
Yeah, but there's been, I think, 2 goals, 3 goals kicked there. I'm supposed to be at the same. Anyway, ball kicked long, finds the centre of the ground, finds Mowat. Mowat takes the mark. It's a wonderful kick in from full back.
Go long.
So Mowat now looking at his options. Umpire say play on. He does. Gets a handball away to Freedman. Freedman comes down the line looking for Knight, who does really well to come in front of Beardsall. Couldn't quite take the mark. Beardsall wraps him up, but he manages to break free. Nice handball in the middle, finds Dalla. Dalla now for Thomson, driving long. In position down there, Boyd. Geordie Cam puts the hands up, can't take the mark. Coming back the other way was Bowden, but he give the ball away to Mitchy Hodgson, who throws it on the right boot. Only as far as White, he's run through. And what's the umpire going to say there? Rush behind?
Well, I'm going to say good football because he was gone.
He was
for all
gone.
money.
That's all he could
went
do.
straight towards the goals.
That's all he could do. Because he was going to get hold of the ball.
Of course he was, yes.
26 minutes gone here. So the ball kicked in. Young now deep in defence for Bannockburn. Plays on, gets a nice little shepherd there, helps. So Young go long down the line, the Battaglia direction. Doesn't quite get there. Kunchka done well at ground level. The umpire said there's a free kick.
I think it's down the ground the way he pushed, and I think Mitchy Hodgson might have given it away.
Yeah, right.
So Kunchka now for Bannockburn with the ball. Comes out wide looking for Fulton. Fulton takes the mark in front of Troop. Now, this is where the problem is, Mitch. The next kick down the line. Goes towards Jervis, but over the back, Saligen puts the fist up.
He's just so professional, Steve, Saligen. He's just the consummate defender. So he knows when to try and mark it and knows when to spoil it. And,
He does so.
He doesn't worry about the statistics. He's just a great defender.
Umpire throws it in now. In he comes. He's done a pretty good job, this kid. He's a good boundary umpire, and it's a good throw. Fulton gets into the front, gets a push in the back from Troopy. He got rid of Troopy early.
To do that.
Yeah, he then pushed him in the back, and Fulton will take the resultant free kick. Wing position, but he'll drive this very, very long into the forward line. They haven't got much time left, so you'd think he'd drive it through. He goes across the ground. I'll tell you what, he's almost picked out his teammate Battaglia, but he's just a bit little. Out they come now. Battaglia now picks it up. That's the other one. Bounce! No. That's what they need.
Thought it was going over his head. Grubby.
Well, that's what they needed. I suppose with the ground a bit wet, normally it may well have, but They really needed that Bannockburn to probably get closer than they probably ought to be here.
A bit little.
But, well, he was a bit little. He comes down from out of the fullback position. He's going to go towards the boundary line. Troop and Fulton are going to both go up. Nobody can take the mark. Charlie Donahue gets bowled over and the ball gets knocked over the boundary line. All fair as in love and war as they pick each other up and say, well done, son. Boundary umpire now. He's got the ball right in front of the coach's box here of Bannockburn, just right on the 50 of Bannockburn's forward line. Again, it looks like Troop and Fulton to go up. This time Troops actually gets back and almost gets the tap. Thomas gets on the bottom of the ball. Umpire's going to say, well, give it to me. I thought for a minute he was going to say he dived on it, but he didn't. And the umpire will now throw the ball up. Up it goes now. Again, Troop and Fulton. Troopy grabs hold of Fulton again, and Fulton will get another free kick.
Kicks.
He's just got to... You know
last
what?
5 minutes, 3 free kicks.
When you get out positioned like that, you just got to let him go.
Let him go, absolutely.
Just let him go.
He's not going to grab it.
Fulton now comes into the forward line. Thomson everywhere, but that little Battaglia over the back on the left boot. There's no one home for Bannockburn. Oh, he's got bowled over. There could be a free kick. It's out in the full, I think.
They both went for the ball.
That's fine, and out in the full free kick will result to Thomson.
Freeman and Wilson both went at that one.
Both went for the footy.
Yeah.
Nothing in that at all.
Well, to be quite honest, I didn't even see the Bannockburn bloke there. I couldn't see him.
No.
There's not much of him. He's pretty slight, Wilson.
Yeah. So I think that might be Daniel Freeman's going to take the resultant kick.
Yeah, he is.
I'd like to see him play on and do a Phil Manasseh, but I don't think we're going to see that in these conditions. As a matter of fact,
he's likely to do a Mickey McGuan than a Manasseh.
And he's really, really taking his time. He wants the siren.
He's got to go down the line. Got to go down to the big fella.
I told you he'd play on, and he almost got caught, but he's given it away to Battaglia. Battaglia can't pick the ball up, neither can Thomas. However they go, well, someone's dived on it
That's
in
a
there.
free kick against him, Nelly.
Umpire's going to ball this up. He has to ball it
Don't
up.
these blokes understand the state of the play?
Well,
what are you going to gain from playing on it in the back pocket, in all honesty? You know?
Not on a day like today.
Read the play, you know?
Yeah, I think you probably
long down
should.
the line to Troop and them big blokes.
Troop almost gets the tap out, gets pushed out a little bit. Thomas tries to get a kick, couldn't get it out of the pack. Another pack's forming, and the umpire's going to come in straight away and say, give it to me and let's clear this out. A little bit like under 10s. You should say, you go over there, you go over there. But, I mean, Thomson don't want to do that at the moment. They've got it clogged up. They're 3 goals in front. Up they go. The little bloke gets the tap out. That time comes through to Battaglia. Battaglia's looking for Fletcher Wilson. Wilson just runs past the ball like it wasn't even there, to be quite honest. And the ball's back under a pack again. And the umpire has to come in and ball it up once again.
I don't like to harp on that decision of Daniel Freedman's there before, but that ball should be on the wing now.
It should.
You know, not in threat of kicking a goal.
And there's the siren
There's
to
the
end
siren.
this first half.
Oh, here we have it. Thomson 5-7-37 leading Bannockburn 2-5-17. Goal kickers for the first half. Jacob Knight has 2, Boyd 1, Hennessy 1, and Cam has 1 for Thomson. For Bannockburn, Wilson has both of their goals. We shall take a short break. Be back with you soon to have a wrap up of the first half. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football. We are back here at Town and Country Pizza Oval. So at this moment, Thomson hold a 20-point lead at half-time. Around the grounds, Belpost still 9-4-58, leading Corio 5-6-36. East Geelong 7-4-46, leading Inverleigh 1-6-12. Werribee hasn't updated. North Geelong 3-5-23, trailing Winch 4-6-30. So that's the games so far. Obviously, there's a game tomorrow. I'm getting the netball scores coming through as they're supposed to be, but we haven't got the A grade results. But the B, the B grade East, Inverleigh defeated East Geelong 30-23. The C grade East defeated Inverleigh 35-30. The D grade Inverleigh won 31-29, and the Werribee ones that came through, Werribee D grade 39 beat Aniki 14, the C grade Werribee 36 defeated Aniki 19, and the B grade Werribee 38 defeated Aniki 19. So 2 weeks.
The rest of them?
That's all I've got so far, mate. That's all I can help you with, buddy.
That's okay. What do you think about this game?
Final score A grade Werribee 49 defeated Aniki 33. This game's been very, very entertaining.
Do you think it's changed a little bit? About 5 minutes to go in that last quarter, I thought Bannockburn got back on top.
Yeah, I think they did, but they didn't capitalise, mate.
No.
So they did more of the ball, but Thomson stood firm.
An interesting start to the game. You've got Troop and Fulton back in the ruck.
Yes, we have. So neither really wins, but Troop gets the ball, falls into his hands. Quick kick forward, out in the space here. So leading in the race, McCarthy. He's in front of Cam there, but he can't pick the ball up. Cam just pushes him out of the way. McCarthy does well to hold the ball in. So Cam tries to rip it out of his hands, but doesn't. What's the umpire going to do here? He's running around and have a look. He's going to play all the... No, he's paid.
I'll tell you what, there's an interesting move being made. Friedman to the half-forward flank.
Okay, there you
He's
go.
gone forward, which I thought would happen, but yes.
Ball in the air now. Fulton wins that one down. Quick kick doesn't go anywhere there by Mitchell. Ball tapped off the ground only as far as Donahue. Donahue handballs forward, doesn't go anywhere either. So Bannockburn now driving forward, but Kelly does really well, fists the ball over the line. Interesting story. Grubbier's talking to Bully Welsh about the Aniki Past Players Day. Yeah. The 1994 Cup has been relocated to Paul Camerato's house. took it home with him, took it to the Elephant Castle, took it to the Hotham, took it everywhere with him, and then took it home.
When you last won a premiership in 1994, I suppose.
Yeah, well, that's it. So Thomas does really well, comes through the pack there, throws on the left boot. Done well there again was by Kelly, fists the ball forward. Coming to Dalla. Dalla's wrapped up straight away. Good tackle. Umpire will say no prior opportunity. And it's also fun when one of the goal umpires texture hello from the middle. Mickey Graham standing down there, be freezing, I reckon, too. The old man. Anyway,
good
take that's out. There'll be a free kick, I'd say, because Fulton did grab that one out of the ruck. So Maguire now for Thomson. Defensive 50, chips the ball up. Not a great kick. Quick kick off the ground there by McCarthy. Goes all the way back to where it was. Battaglia and Kelly wrestling for the ball. The umpires picked out a free kick in the middle.
Troopy has got honestly, he's played a super game.
No,
he can't get engaged with this nonsense.
So the free kick's going to Battaglia.
I think it was Troop, though.
Well, he thought it was.
It was him and Mayborn. So anyway, the ball has gone long now. Kunchke comes and flies, brings the ball to ground. Wrapped up here in a tackle. We're going to have a ball up, I'd say, about 30 out from the Bannockburn goal. They do need the first one, John, this quarter. There's no two ways about it.
He's still complaining to the umpire, Troop.
Well, he'll get another free kick put up against him, won't he, if he keeps it up. So ball in the air now. Maguire and Kelly. Ball hits the ground. Troop picks it up. Throws on. That's what you do. Play footy. Yeah. Throws on left foot. Drives it long. Very well done there by Hannessy. Fulton sat back and waited. Hannessy attacked the footy. Still fighting hard for it. Picked up now by Phillips. Throws it on the boot. That's a nice kick in the middle there. Finds Kelly. Kelly swings around. Kick touched off the boot. Who else but in front there but Seligen just walks through a tackle there like there's no one there, but then has an ill-directed kick in the middle.
Kick.
Not a great kick at all.
You don't see that very often from the bloke of his calibre.
So McCarthy has the ball now for Bannockburn. Drives them back into attack. Seligen comes out and says, you know what, I'll try and make amends for that. No, he didn't advance. Its second grab fell in the hands of Bannockburn there. Ball hits the deck. Quick kick comes forward. The umpire's picked out a free kick to Bannockburn for a hold.
Battaglia.
It's going to Battaglia. So this is Tristan. So we've travelled 3 minutes. The Granny Cycling Sports, third quarter. So he decides to come across to Thomas. It's a nice kick. Thomas now 50 out, but directly in front.
Looks to me as if they're trying to break that crush by chipping the ball sideways.
So Thomas drives the ball long in the Kunska direction. He is in the front, puts the hands up. Ball comes to ground, lands with Troop. Troop tries to get a handball out.
Lucky.
Alabatalia trying to pick it up now. Lachlan runs around, gets a handball away. Only as far as Hobbs, who's quite content to rush the ball through for a minor score. That is the first minor for the quarter. So 2-6 Bannockburn move. Nice long kick straight out here. Ball punched to ground now. Coming through. No one in particular now is picked up there by, is that Freeman? Picked that one up, wrapped up and tackle and pinned for holding the ball. So 2-6 to 5-7 at the moment. We've gone 4 minutes.
The big fella's down over here.
Fulton is down.
And they are showing some concern. I don't know, but he might have got his head clipped by the back of Freeman's heel, I think. Just looking at it, I haven't seen the replay.
Watching it now.
But I reckon he might have he might have got clipped a little bit. So anyway, there's a stop in play here. Everyone seems a little concerned, but he'll be okay. But
That's what you said about the East Geelong bloke.
yeah, well, he was okay.
Yeah,
McIntyre, he's 3 weeks out.
He got,
He was okay.
He's
Could have been worse.
Just missed 3 weeks.
Could have been worse.
We've seen Fulton last year when he got cleaned up by Callum Hetherington.
Yeah,
the call for a stretcher. He's out.
Yeah,
He's
I
out.
reckon he might have clipped it. Can we get
No, it was a shoulder. Looks like a shoulder.
Shoulder, is it?
Yeah, no, not his shoulder. Shoulder hit in the head. Look, nothing untoward, Mitch.
Yeah, right.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire, wasn't it? Okay. Well,
That happened to him last year at Corio. Remember that one, Grubby, when Callum Hetherington didn't come through the pack and hit him in the back of the head and knocked him completely out. So this was Phillips, I think, what they're talking about, was the one who got the shoulder.
Well, it's a little bit lucky that it was friendly fire because as soon as someone gets in the head, there's no such thing as there's nothing to it.
Yeah.
No.
In today's rules. So
No.
being friendly fire,
He's moving around okay.
unfortunate, but-
What I'd like to say to his family, he's okay. He's okay. He's moving around. He's conscious. He's moving around.
Now, the third quarter's just started down at the Duck Pond, and Werribee are 4-9-33, Anarchy are 4-6-30.
Well, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
So you can imagine the terrible
Yeah,
conditions they're playing in down there. It won't be like this.
No. Well, this is
pretty good.
Is pretty good. You
Yeah.
reckon? You wouldn't get a better day than this, I wouldn't have thought. At the moment, or better conditions than this. There's been a big stop in play, so it just gives them a bit of extra rest. It'll be now who comes back and handles this better. It's a big blow for Bannockburn if Fulton's not playing.
Well, he
That's-
won't be
that's a
coming
massive-
back.
No, obviously not. But it'll be a big blow for them because when Fulton's out of the ruck, Troop tends to take charge, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, that's what's been happening.
Yeah. You know, so interesting.
Yeah, so he's they're not using the stretcher, so
If you go off on the stretch, you've got to stay off 20 minutes, don't you? Is
yes,
that right?
yes.
Yeah.
Well, you got to have a
He's walking off. He's okay.
you got to have a test. You got to do the head test. So
I think he's got to have the test
Yeah,
anyway.
he'd have to have the test, but he's okay.
He's gonna have
walking
to.
Walking off unaided, you
Well,
know. He's
I think the trainer's holding him there, but that's I know what you're saying. He's walking.
he's not getting held. He's fine.
This will be a bit longer this quarter.
It's gold, eh? Look at him. He's a big, strong man. He'll be right.
He's a big, strong man.
He'd probably get a bit of a headache tonight, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I'm running with that myself, mate. So I'd suggest he will have a bit of a headache tonight. Be a cheap shout tonight. You're drinking with him. You know, I hope the big fella's all right because, as you said, Mitch, you take him out of the ruck and it certainly is a massive hole in it in their side. So just waiting for Kieran Fulton to exit the field.
Is the rain coming?
Rain's coming.
Okay.
5 minutes, Brad reckons.
Okay.
The Crow Jacket looks like a doctor. He could be a doctor, couldn't he? The way he's dressed and.
So I'll tell you what, if I'm sick, I don't want him.
I wouldn't let him near me. I wouldn't let him near me, but have a look at him. Very official.
Yeah.
What's his role? Just out there checking the weather, was he? Checking the ground?
Looking after Sammy.
Making sure his son's all right. Anyway,
Yeah. That's all
slight
good.
delay.
Yeah, it's been a decent delay, but look, it'll be whoever gets ahead on over the ball best, you know. So
So play about to restart.
What's the free kick for?
Come across here to
I know.
Bowden. It was there was a free kick already paid when it happened. So
yeah, there was actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Standing.
So Bowden now driving Bannockburn forward. Troop in front here, leading out the alley man to fly for the ball. That's what we need to see more of, John. Not
Yes.
not the silly
there
stuff.
hasn't been much.
No,
Anyway,
hasn't been
I've
much.
got to pick on him. I have to. Anyway, the ball has come back
You're a braver man than I am.
Lands in the arms of Bowden again. Bowden chips the ball into Thomas. Thomas now for Bannockburn. On the cricket pitch area, it's a little bit slippery there. Maguire on the mark there, comes across, nearly gets a hand to it. Hobbs is in best spot to take this one. He couldn't quite grab it. Sam Giles picks the ball up. Hobbs goes back, does really, really well. Feeds it back to Troop. Troop comes long out here looking for Knight. They was going further than that. So Knight at the back can keep running.
Oh,
he's going to have a bounce. No,
free kick every day of the week.
Don't bounce. Anyway,
He'll
it's time to recover. I tell you what.
Goal.
What an absolute cracker there by
Freeman's
Jacob
goal.
Knight.
But there's no doubt the umpire missed a free kick there against Freeman. The Bannockburn bloke was going to tackle Knight, and Freeman just pulled him off the foot.
Dragged him away.
And Knight got a couple of metres on him and kicked a beautiful goal from 50 metres out. But that's Freeman's goal. Well done.
9 minutes into Grandy's third quarter here. To Grandy's Sport third quarter. So
that
Jacob Knight
hurts
has
Bannockburn. Bannockburn with their best player off, or one of their best players, their man Mountain in Fulton. He's off, and Thomson kick a goal straight away. So that's certainly put a cat amongst the pigeons.
Well, as I said, I thought the umpires have done a fantastic job, but that was a terrible
They missed that.
That was a terrible miss. That
And Troops had 2 possessions since Fulton's gone off
yeah,
too. So
yeah.
Kelly in the middle now doing the ruck against Troop. Troop just grabs that one out of there, goes a fresh air kick out. Kelly ends up with the ball in the end. So free kick had been paid for too high. Kelly drives it out there looking for Alford. Alford's outpointed by Lynch, but the ball's going to beat them all and go out of bounds. So it's going to be a long quarter, boys. We lost about 5 or 6 minutes there with the Kieran Fulton incident. So this one could be your 47-minute quarter, mate, that you're looking for.
No, it couldn't be. That could never happen again, I wouldn't have thought.
it could go 35.
Yeah, we'll go 35, I would have thought. So anyway, Kelly and Troop to do battle. 50 out from the goal for Bannockburn. Troop wins that one down, but Kelly rows it off him, gets a handball over the top. Troop ends up with the ball, swings around that right foot, sinks the slipper and kicks as far as he can. Knight attacks the ball, did really well. And Cam did try to kick off the ground, but it bounced a bit high with the ball there. Mitchell flies, gets the ball punched away from him over the back here. Well done by Charlie Donoghue. Clever handball around the corner, but Bailey Alford chops it off. But it's coming back the other way now through Lynch. Lynch done well. Cam in front, couldn't quite hold the mark, but butters up really, really well. Good shepherd there. Good handball over the top now. Thomson could be out here. Right foot kick down the line looking for Freeman. That goes over his head, goes to Boyd. Boyd can't quite take the ball below his knees. The umpire says, I'll have a ball up here, so 50 metres out from the Thomson goal.
There's no doubt the Troop's on top now. He's ragdolling his opponent, and he's had 4 or 5 possessions in this quarter.
Yep.
And he's really driving, bringing players into the game. Hennessy then was really good. Ball's balled up. Boyd takes it out of the ruck, goes to Bannockburn, but Charlie Donoghue picks the loose ball up over to Lynch, who looks like he's gone onto the wing or gone deeper onto the wing, into towards Knight. Maxie Blake picks the spillage up, kicks it. Maxie Deller, I should say. Keep calling him Maxie Blake, but that's okay. Oh, Mitchie Hodgson's good. Oh no, a good tackle I thought, but anyway, it goes to Bannockburn. That's okay. They handball it off and try and get some flow in the play. Kick down towards, and that's in the back. Yeah, definitely push in the back there. Play on for Bannockburn. Bannockburn kick it to Pataglia. Centre forward who's standing there on his own. He wrong foots Lynch. And the ball gets kicked towards the goal.
Lovely goal.
Lovely goal. Taken from the back line down at Thomson, from which I thought was a dubious free kick, but it doesn't matter. It was a free kick. They missed one before to Thomson's advantage, so that's the way it goes. But they moved the ball very, very easly. All the Thomson players were up the ground and didn't get back quick enough. And a resultant goal the goal was a result of that sort of play. So
Tristan Battaglia finished it
I'm
off.
going to go the other way. I'm going to go, was a free kick, was as blatant. Jack Hill, the blind miner, would have sent it in the middle of the back.
But that's okay. You've got binoculars.
And what happens is, it just made it so easy.
It was around the neck.
They pushed him in the middle.
Anyway, ball in the air, Troop and Kelly. Troop wins this one down. No real advantage in the tap, though. Mitchell has the ball wrapped up in the tackle. A little bit of mud wrestling going on here, and a few boys swapping numbers and dinner menus for the night.
Connor Jervy's having a go at Troop.
Yeah. So Troop just muscles his way out. That's smart. I can't see. He's got his numbers gone again. He's been completely covered in mud. So Giles puts on a shepherd here. Done well there by Phillips. Handballs forward, but that man again in the way, Seligen. Anyway, in front of Mowat now. Try to kick off the ground, didn't quite work. So Mitchell picks it up. Goes out to Major. Major goes down to Cam. Cam's got players in space here. And running is Friedman. Touches the ball on the ground once. Gets too
He's run
far.
too
I would've
far.
thought.
He's run too
How
far.
is that? Oh, it has been.
He's
yeah.
run too far.
He's run
too
40
far.
metres.
The
for
other
God's
umpire's
sake.
called it, not the one I thought was in control of play. Oh, wow.
He's run 40 metres.
Jack Thomson just run through, the man from Snowy River, the wild Brumby.
Oh, goodness me.
Just given Freedman what for? I don't worry about that. You're 20 points down, mate. You want to worry about getting the ball. So, Bowden now chips the ball out to Young. Young plays on straight away, has Phillips over the top, handballs to him now. Phillips turns the right foot far side of the ground here, long down the line looking for Wilson. But Saligin in front brings the ball to ground. Ball hits the deck now. We'll have a boundary line throw in, will we? Far side of the ground.
Can you tell me what he's talking about man from Snowy River? I've missed that.
Jack Thomson.
Jack Thomson.
37 for Bannockburn's Jack Thomson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
in the
man
Man
from
from
Snowy River.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I'll have much as you like that he wasn't.
I'll just go on with it anyway, mate.
Sunday too far away.
Could be whatever.
He
I'll
did the
tell
man
you
from
what.
Snowy River.
Anyway,
He was,
ball tapped down
no
by
doubt
Troop
about
to
that.
Tom
Thomson.
Burlinson.
Tom Burlinson, that's probably I'm thinking of, you know. Anyway, Jack Thomson didn't have, he was dispossessed, held the ball, free kick going to
Jack Sheedy.
Jack Sheedy.
Lost
So
his horse.
that's his horse. Wild Brumbies. Anyway, Sheedy plays on. Drives along in the Cam direction, but Bath at the back reads the ball really well. Slides in, takes most. Got Battaglia right out here, but it's a bit too long with it.
He's
Had to
ignored
see him
that.
quicker.
And then he goes up to Giles. Giles takes the mark, wearing his dad's number here, 25. So young Sparrow kicks the ball long down the line, looking for Thomson, but Saligin's there again.
He's
So
been good Saligin.
He has.
just like
He has.
a wall. Reminds me of H.E., mate. He's just all arms and legs. And seen H.E. this morning. Wiseman the same. Anyway, not a great kick there, but Bath spoils, brings ball to ground. Ran H.E. this morning. He's got a knee replacement, mate. So he's walking worse than I am.
It's a lot about decision making. I just think the ball in Battaglia's hands here was a better option
Absolutely.
than the ball out there
Absolutely.
to his teammate.
There's no
you know?
doubt about it. Would have opened this side of the ground up the fat side
I
of the
think he
ground.
made the wrong decision on
Without
it.
a doubt.
So the ball thrown in now. Troop gets to the front and knocks it forward. Only as far as Major picks the ball up, wrapped up in a tackle now by Mayborn. Straight away, umpire says, I'll have it.
There's a bit of niggle in this game too.
There is.
Yeah, but not.
Slightly. No, not
there's
nasty.
niggle, but it's not no dirty stuff.
No. So
Stuff
Troop,
going on off
Troop
the
wins
ball.
that one down. Spins out there as Mayborn does really, really well. But turns it over. Lynch has the ball now on true centre wing. Looking to drive Thomson back forward. Kicks it in the Cam direction. Puts the hands up. Ball comes to ground. And as he couldn't do it, pick it up. But Young did. So nice little tap up there. Quick kick out of defensive of Bannockburn is out of bounds on the full.
Drunk.
It's almost landed in Mitch's front yard. So
Well, I think they've got it 45 yards further back than they should have because I couldn't see a handball in there. I thought he just let that go, mate. But it is a long way away from me.
Grubby,
is, yeah,
which glasses have you got on?
I got
mate?
me long range
Why
ones
don't-
on, but
why
I
don't-
just thought he let it go. That's all.
Why don't you put two pair on? Anyway.
You thought he handballed it, didn't you?
No, I didn't say anything. I just thought I'd ask. So Lynch will take the resultant free kick. We have a blood rule here, so not sure who's coming off.
Oh, that
Looks like
47-minute quarter's getting no more
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. It's Sammy Jacker, I think.
Sammy Jacker's coming off.
Yeah.
Oh, his old man will
No,
meet him out there, and
I don't think. I don't know. He's got a bit of red on the front of him, hasn't he?
yeah, he has
It's on his jumper anyway.
bit of claret there.
We'll change jumper and get it, but you're not allowed to start play yet.
No, not until the
No,
player
no,
is
Travis
there.
Maguire's got to get to where Jacker was.
Travis Maguire should run that way. That's what Travis Maguire should
Well,
do.
the
He
umpires-
doesn't have
No,
to go
yep.
there.
Well, he
Yep.
doesn't have to, but then
Yeah.
the umpire will just call play on.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
Lynch
fine.
He has
takes
anyway,
the free kick now and drives it long. Cam attacking the ball, puts the hands up. One grab, couldn't get the second. Ball hits the deck, wrapped up in a tackle. Now the ball up at 45 metres out from the Thomson goal. They currently 6-7-43, leading Bannockburn 3-5-23. And we have gone 17 minutes. The Greenie Cycling Sport third quarter. Tap down here. Finds its way to Battaglia. He picks it up, spins around, gets a handball out. Thomas goes on the left boot out here looking for Bath. Bath now picks the ball up. Handballs backwards to Bowden. Bowden chips the ball across the face of goal to no one in particular.
nearly
What's he
be
going to
deliberate.
say?
You know what?
Huh?
It played deliberate before when it went 80 metres.
The 80
so
metre kick.
that was as deliberate as anything.
I must admit, it was in my mind. I
Yeah.
hate them when they pay it,
Yeah.
but it was in my
Yeah,
mind, I
yeah,
must admit.
That was more a pinpoint kick to touch.
Only because of what happened in the
Yeah,
first quarter.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That massive long kick down the line that didn't go anywhere. So ball to be thrown in now. Troop goes up unopposed. Knocks the ball forward, wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire says that not going anywhere. We'll have another ball up now. So that looks like Major being the last
that was
person off the
Major.
ground.
This is playing into Thomson's hands, to tell you the truth. They can just keep it bottled up there for the next 5
Well,
minutes.
it's 1 goal apiece this quarter, so ball not going anywhere. So knocked down. Ball hits the deck again. And Thomson will be wanting this stuff again. It'll be the scrum again. So it's what'll happen.
Yeah,
Ball will come in.
it might be, but what you don't want to happen is to bowl it up for a while and then they take it down and kick 1 goal.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
I agree.
Thompson have got to keep scoring, trying to keep scoring.
If it's at that end, what my suggestion would be that Thompson's more a chance to kick a goal.
So, don't bottle it up. See if you can kick a couple and put them out of the game. That's what their ideal should be.
When it breaks loose, kick a goal.
So Troop going up again with Bowden. Ball comes to the ground. So it was Kelly actually. Sorry, ball comes to the ground. Moving forward slowly again, but we're still 50 out from goal.
Free kick.
Sling tackle.
Sling tackle. So
yeah.
Thompson's free kick. That was it.
Logan Mitchell, I think.
4 balls up in a row, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. Yeah, like I mean to say, it gives you a chance if you get a free kick or a loose ball. Logan Mitchell on his right foot kicks it towards a good spot, the hot spot there. Ball's in dispute. Who goes through here? Look, it looks like Lynch and that.
Where were you running? You only went 40 metres. He's a good kid, mate. He's a good kid.
Still kicked the goal even though I ran 40 metres too far.
Ball goes up, centre half forward. Troop once again knocks it over his right shoulder. Thompson run onto the footy, tackle there.
Ooh, a bit high,
I think that might have been a bit high.
Yeah, it was. No doubt, no doubt.
Bannockburn gets an opportunity to run the ball across the ground to Petraglia. Petraglia picks it up, goes down the line. Ball's in dispute once again, off the foot of the Bannockburn player. Mowat picks it up and he's tackled, and there'll be another ball up. This is a game of ball ups, but that's okay. That's okay. It's between half forward and wing.
Well, it's okay because it's on our side now, Johnny.
It is. We can see it. Hello, there's been a bit of a scuffle off the ball, but nothing in it. Ball is about to be thrown up. Troop goes up. Once again, wins the knockout, but it goes to Bannockburn. Bannockburn picks it up and kicks it. Kelly has a chance to pick it up. Nick Lynch too high, surely to goodness. No. But not paid. Ball and another ball up, this time between centre half forward and wing, the Bannockburn end. The city end of the Thomson football ground.
Thomson boys aren't too happy with Connor Jervis here.
Connor Jervis has been doing a little bit all day, a bit of chirp, I think, more than anything.
We might cop that one. Everyone's jumped on.
They've all come for him there. But
I just see the look on Troopy's face. Yeah. He's rucked all quarter. Yeah. Get him forward. Yeah. Cam's not taking muck. Get him in the ruck for a while.
He's grabbed it out of the ruck. Bannockburn pick it up on the ground. And once again, another ball up. It's been a bit of a stalemate, this, but you're right, Grubby. We don't want Bannockburn, or Thomson don't want Bannockburn to go down and kick a goal. And that could happen. Troop jumps before acceptances. Picked up by Logan Mitchell. Logan Mitchell's tackled by 3 Bannockburn players. And guess what?
Jervis in it again.
Ball up. Jervis is in it again.
And Jackson,
the thing is, it's okay to bottle it up down here. They don't want it bottled here. You want to get it back down there, mate.
You want to get it free. Ball goes up in the air. Once again, Troop wins the knockout. Thompson get it through Maxi Della.
That hurt him too.
Della, yeah, he got his head clipped a little bit, but that's okay.
No, he got one
Troop's hurt himself, I think.
He got one on the knee. Yeah. I think you're supposed to go for the football in the ruck.
There you go. He's knocked it out. Off the ground by Bannockburn. Saligent's best placed, picks it up, kicks it forward. Geordie Cam picks the mark in the true centre of the ground, wheels onto his right foot. Long kick, I'd say, towards. Get it
the umpire.
To Mitch Hodgson. Mitch Hodgson runs through and kicks a goal.
I was waiting to see.
Kicks a goal. The Bannockburn people are trying to... No, it's a goal.
It's not.
He stood his ground. Well done. That great umpire, what's his name?
Peter Kennedy.
He just got bowled over, but it was his own fault.
He was in the wrong spot.
He was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. But good
weeks.
finish by Mitchie Hodgson. He's not the greatest kick in the world, I wouldn't have thought, but he's run into that, took a good chest mark, run forward and kicked it straight through the high diddle, and that gives Thomson 7-7-49 to Bannockburn 3-5-23. Now that's a reasonable lead now, Grubby.
Well, it is, and I've got to say something for Peter Kennedy there. He didn't carry on. He knew he got in the wrong spot.
He was good.
So he's wandered off and said, "No worries."
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, that's fine.
But he could have blown the whistle.
But it will be looked at because as soon as an umpire goes down, they have to look at it.
Yeah.
So ball back in the air now. Tap down there by Young. No, not Young. Sorry, it was by Stoneham. Stoneham. He did win the tap down for Thomson. Thomas tries to hack the ball out of the pack, but it's not going anywhere for the mud. Thomas still fighting hard, but he's brought down in the middle now. Ball sort of spills free. Umpire's picked out a free kick here.
He's getting some free kicks.
Gonna go to Connor Jervis.
He's getting some free kicks. They're not happy with him.
No, he goes out wide. Ooh,
He stopped.
almost he did. So the ball in the hands of Austin Marnie now. Marnie plays on, spears one in, but it's only as far as Donahue dropped. Probably should have taken. Anyway, Wilson throws on the left boot, drives forward here for. Wow!
Yeah, good mark. That's the second mark like that he's taken. He's very strong on the body.
Done well.
Yeah, he was able to hold him out with his body.
Just holds the space, doesn't he?
But to me, it's not just strength; it's a wealth of experience.
Oh,
He's played at a high level,
absolutely.
and he used his body very, very well.
And he kicked the goal from basically the same position in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's not out of the question. It's difficult, but it's not out of the question.
It's Battaglia kicking this one, so Battaglia comes in now for Bannockburn. Pushes it into the hot spot, punches down, but falls off hands now, running out of defence. Thomson nowhere to go here, so just spears it, goes over the top of Bath's head. Just 3-on-1 here. Freeman sits
good
back,
footy.
but well done there. Tap back to Bowden, done really well. Goes to White. White's got McCarthy across, but he goes even further out. It's a fantastic kick to Marnie. Marnie spills it. He's going to let Cam into it now, so he could be in trouble here. Cam's done really well. McCarthy got over and help out, so and still going. Cam gets a handball over the top. Done well to Hobbs. Hobbs goes to Donahue. Donahue gets a handball over the top again now. Driving it forward. One-on-one contest down deep. Could have been a free kick for a hold there.
Freeman. I tell you what, you've got to give Daniel Freeman all the credit there. There was 3 or 4 players, and he kept at it. He kept the ball in dispute, pressure, and Thomson have now got in their forward pocket.
Yeah, and it's how you handle things.
The press has happened.
Just out here before Bath, he was under so much pressure, and he just calmly tapped it to one of his own players, which was really good footy, Bath.
Yeah. Done really well. So Bath now and Boyd in the ruck. Boyd gets to the front, brings the ball to ground. What's the umpire? It's a free kick. It has too. So Boyd will have a free kick. 20 metres out, probably a slight angle here. Distance will not be a problem, I would suggest, John.
No, he's usually a reliable kicker goal. He's got a little bit of a groin injury. We all know
careful.
that. Yeah, but
my wife might be listening.
Yeah, he's just a reliable kicker goal.
So Boyd coming in. Has one for the afternoon already. This looking for the 8th for Thomson. 25 minutes gone. He's just stabbed at that one, but the goal umpire barely moves. Has another one on the board. So now, Thomson had their 8th. 8-7-55 leading Bannockburn, who are 3-6. 24, and the scoreboard says 3-5-55, but anyway, we've gone 25 and a half.
Jordan Boyd gets extra gravy on his palmy on Thursday night.
Look, they're the ones that you have to kick.
Yeah,
you're 4 up against a side that's pretty much on the ladder as good as you. Yeah. And that goal there makes it so difficult for Bannockburn to come back. The way they're playing, they can't come back. And that might be nearly the end of them unless they can do something different and get it down their end very, very quickly. It's hardly been down there.
Be interested to see what happens in ruck this time with Troop out of it.
Well, Stoneham goes up, wins that one quite easily. Just taps it down to Mitchell. Mitchell will tackle as he kicks the ball, falls back in the slosh pit there. We'll have another ball up. 26, nearly 26 and a half to Granite Cycling Sport. Third quarter here at umpire using his smarts there and taking him away from the mud. Gully and Stoneham. Stoneham just belts that one forward only as far as Elzinga. Elzinga gets a handball over the top. Running on it is White. White drives the ball long. It's all Thomson in front here. Charlie Donahue leads the race back to the ball. Can't pick it up. Take towards the boundary line and does just that. So we'll have a boundary line thrown between wing and half forward here. Bannockburn's attacking zone. I'm not going to go with the Eric Pearce, mate, and so they need the next one. Grub. I'll leave that one alone.
They need the next 2, I think.
Well, that would be the biggest understatement you've made this year, I think, if you did.
Captain Obvious. Anyway, the ball comes in now. Well done there by Kelly. Brought it down to Elzinga, but the ball comes free. Stoneham gets a handball back. Put his teammate under a bit of pressure there, but here comes Russell, picks it up. Gets a quick handball away, feeds his way through there. Good hands by Maguire. Opens up for Lynch now. Lynch running down the wing. Nice looking kick up there. Cam can't quite take the mark. Boyd can't take the mark. Jackson Elzinga picks the ball up. Gets round 1. Goes on the left foot. But turns it over.
A little bit of perceived pressure there.
Yeah. And that's what the scoreboard does to you.
So Jacka goes long down the line. Ball spills free off. Falls over the back here to Hannessy. Hannessy just chips it over the top to Knight. Knight takes a great grab there. First slip, or gully sort of catch.
That was a good kick by Hennessy on his wrong foot, to tell you the truth. He would usually have a shot from goal from there, but he opened up his eyes and had a look, and Knight was on his own, and he just chipped it to him beautifully.
So Jacob Knight has 3 on the afternoon already. Comes in and now has 4. So Knight with 4. Thomson with 9, 9-7, leading Bannockburn. I've got him as 3-6. Scoreboard says 3-5. That's okay. We've gone 28 minutes to Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter.
Look, the thing is, and I said it earlier, in these conditions, Cam or if Troops down there, they're going to drop a lot of marks in the windy, rainy conditions, right? But today, you've got two clever small forwards down there that are running amok a bit down there. And in the call, you said, he was on his own. Well, I'll tell you why he was on his own. Because as soon as Hennessy got the footy,
he went.
Knight moved. And the Bannockburn bloke obviously couldn't go with him. Yeah. So it wasn't just on his own.
No, he's not
He made himself be on his own. And their cleverness down there has got him in trouble.
He's made space.
Ball back in the middle now. Jack couldn't quite take. He's got plenty of support there. So the ball driven long here for Thomson again. Into space. Done well there. Cam couldn't quite bring it in. Young done well the other way. Gets a handball across. Comes out towards Elzinga.
Logan Mitchell.
Logan Mitchell there. Good pressure again. Ball comes out wide. Running round on the left foot. I'll tell you what, it's got a bit too much on it. No, the wind's brought that back in, but it doesn't matter. Maguire's taken the mark. Always know Maguire with those nice bright green boots. So Trav Maguire, Riddell's touch there.
Yeah,
So it's come over the back. Did sound like it. So quick kick forward by Jacker, but doesn't get the desired result. Bannockburn now with a chance to relieve from deep in defence. Coming long out here, was going for Kunchka, but didn't quite get there. Kelly floated across though for Bannockburn and took the mark. So
Got a bit of a hobble up, Kelly.
Yeah, he's holding the hip, isn't he? So, anyway, chips it over the top. And not a bad kick in the end, finds Thomas.
He's done all right.
Thomas turns around, chips it forward.
No, he hasn't.
Well done, Grub. Let's just kick at the bloke who stood at centre back and taken mark after Mark Saligan. So he goes out wide. Now running out of defence, Donahue goes long down the line. Not a great kick in the end. The sun got in the player's eyes and actually did that time. But Patrick White takes a mark on half back. So White for Bannockburn. Plays on, and just sends the ball whence it came, and quite literally, Saligan's spilled his second one for the day, but Kelly just hacks the ball out of mid-air, and I'll tell you what's come off well. Hennessy's got one, mate. He got it inside the boundary line. Moves it on quickly. Looks for Knight. Knight puts the hands up, punched away by Bowden. Hennessy butters up and does well. The ball has eventually trickled over the line. We'll have a boundary line thrown about 55 metres round from the Thomson goal. As I said, this will be an extended quarter. We lost a bit of time with Kieran Fulton, so... once I find my clock, we've ticked over the 30.5 minute mark here, the Grandy Cycling Sport third quarter.
Certainly made a difference since Fulton hasn't been on the ground. He hasn't been able to repel the attacks from half back, and he hasn't been able to win in the ruck.
No, so Mayborn actually wins that one down in front of Troop, and the umpires.
Blocking.
He's played a block to Troop, and Troop did play that one well.
Yeah, he did.
So Troop drives them forward in the Boyd direction. He's in front, puts the hands out, couldn't quite take the mark, comes back to Elzinga. Jackson handballs the ball over the top, very clever. It lands in the hands of Beardsall. Beardsall under a lot of pressure. He's kicking the ball. Ball goes up, comes down, and out of bounds. We'll have a boundary line throw in.
That's what he's got to learn, and I think he just learnt it. That's a block, right? But if he grabs him and pulls it away, the umpire's going to pay it against him.
Absolutely.
When he doesn't do it, he pays the block.
Put his arms out and move back with the block.
A few of his free kicks against Troop have been Troop's own fault.
So Troop and Mayborn about to do battle again now. Neither of them are too worried about each other, but ball spills free. Quick kick out of there by Thomas. Thomas done well, but Hobbs comes across, cuts it off. Done really well there, moved it forward. Mowat just sinks the slipper in. Knight in front. Beardsall done well to use positioning well, but here we go, the back. Jack has picked the ball up now and has missed it by quite a margin. So 9-8 now, Bannockburn. Leading 9-8 now, Thomson leading Bannockburn, who are 3-6.
That first little fumble probably cost Sammy a goal there.
He rushed in the end, didn't he?
Well, the other thing is, young Beardsall used his body, but you've got to be a bit careful where the ball is. You can't do it too early.
Yeah, you're right.
Not saying he did, but it was close.
So Beardsall drives the ball now out in the Kelly direction. He gets caught behind. Knight couldn't quite bring it down, but Rat's a tackle. Marnie wraps him up straight away. I thought he did too, but Elzinga with us. So they're again swapping plans for the night.
He wants to stop talking to people. Connor Jervis can get a kick.
Anyway.
He's pointing a lot of fingers. He's pointing a lot.
Ball back in the air now. Troop and Kelly. Troop wins that one down as far as Mitchell. Mitchell, what's been paid here? I can't see around the corners.
High fend off, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see around corners, but I'm close. No. Just bring him back. And calming him down. So Jervis of Bannockburn drives it long. Mowat done really well. Read that one well.
Yeah, couldn't resist it.
So Daniel Mowat now, true centre wing, right in front of the commentary box here.
I used to have a go at the big blokes when the umpire's next to me too, don't worry.
Yeah, of course you did. So ball gets through the hands of Cam. Jervis is the first one back of the ball. The umpire's going to pay too high,
Well,
which
the
was
problem
actually
here
there.
is- the problem here is they've got to forget about Jervis because he's getting the free kicks.
Getting under their skin.
Yeah,
And they're all having a go at Troopy here. There's a pile on here. There's no doubt about that. They've got a bit willing here. I don't know what's going on, but something certainly...
Something has been said or something's
something's
along
been
the
done
way.
and said, oh, there's a shake of the hand here. What's going on there? Hello, it's on everywhere here. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I think it's paid
It's
50.
going to pay a 50. And
Or
it's going
paid down the ground, I think, maybe.
yeah, and Battaglia's going to take the free kick up here on the wing.
No, he's not. They're waiting for... Oh, no, there we go.
Well, that's a 50. And there's
And
another
that's another 50.
That's silly.
That's
No,
just stupid.
That's silly. Get off, go. That's
Yeah,
right.
straight
No,
off. And he's been playing so well,
yeah,
Troopy.
He's been terrific. But you can't do that. That turns the game.
So, Connor Jervis is this. We're getting close to this 40-minute quarter, John.
Yeah, we are. And look, you've got to give Connor Jervis his credit. He keeps sticking his head in the hole. I don't know what's going on, but he's certainly antagonising.
Well, that's what I'm
them,
saying.
you know.
They've got to forget about him
Yeah,
now
yeah.
because he's getting too many free kicks.
Yeah.
Deserving free kicks.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Stick your head in the hole and have a crack at you.
No,
So
he's
Jervis coming in from 50.
Well, he's run too close.
Yeah, it's not a great kick at the end of the day, but still in their forward line now. Alford trying to rove the ball, couldn't quite pick it up.
As
Picked
the
up
old man
there
would
by
say, ought to be
Lynch.
kicking bums.
Lynch goes forward towards Stone, and the big fella just put the knees down to try and wrap the ball up. Didn't quite work the way he wanted. 40 out for the Bannockburn goal. Players all are piling on. Umpire will have no choice here. But to come in and ball it
What
up.
they have to address is, all right, you give a free kick in the back 50.
yeah.
But the things that happened since, he's having himself a goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
I
don't
would say
Deep
that.
rain, the ball lands in the hands of Maybourne. Maybourne goes long. Wilson in front, done really well, brought it down. Not a great handball. Thomson with a clearing kick here. Players will get there. Sheedy and Thomson went at it again. Ball comes out. So 35-40 out for the Bannockburn goal. Here it goes, wrapped up as the rain is drizzling across a little bit here. And
The interesting thing about all this, Spider, and Grubby, it's a really easy game to play from in here, and we aren't emotionally attached to it. So those blokes out there, you can understand why they fire up.
the older we get, the better we were, Mitch.
Yeah,
so anyway, the
yeah,
ball
yeah.
turned to hack out of the ground.
No, I
Didn't quite make
disagree
it.
with
Picked up.
You've got to use your brains
Yeah,
a
well,
little bit.
you do. I understand, but like it's an emotion.
Hodgson's been pinned for
I'll tell you
dropping the
something.
ball here.
In the finals, it's hard enough to move. It's a big ground. It's hard enough to move up the ground. You don't want to assist the opposition with a 100-metre penalty.
Absolutely.
So Beardsall now for Bannockburn, driving them forward again, flying at the back. The ball comes to ground, picked up by Battaglio, who has had a flying shot for goal, and it has been touched.
Well, I hope
been
it was touched
touched.
off the boot.
Yeah,
I think-
you would-
Otherwise,
I
his brother's
it was.
taken it through.
Yeah, it
No, I
must
think
have
it
been.
was,
It must have been because he would have
I
kicked
think it
it.
was.
Yeah.
So it was.
He mightn't like. He might have had a blue last night.
Well, this is true too. So the ball brought back in quickly, but it's an ill-directed kick.
Could you pick anyone out any sweeter?
He's done it well. So Kelly now for Bannockburn has the ball.
Has he got the distance?
I don't think so.
No, he hasn't. So he comes in and spears a pass in, but no one home except for
Logan
Mitchell for Thomson.
Yeah.
So Mitchell for Thomson. Gives
He's
the
been
handball
good
away.
lately.
He has.
Pretty good.
Goes to Jacker. Jacker drives the spiral punt, but it ends up being a mongrel punt. Goes out of bounds some 75 metres down the ground. Umpire didn't pay this one, so we'll have a boundary line throw in. Half forward line here for Bannockburn. We've gone 36 and a half. Told you we're getting close, Mitch.
Yeah. No, you're right.
36 and a half, so...
I'm out. I said 35.
No, it's been a long quarter, but for good reason.
It has been for good reason. So, ball to back thrown in.
Or bad reason.
A grade half time. East 18, Inverleigh 18. So,
There you go.
Ball thrown in now. Kelly and Stone. Neither ruckman really won the tap. Ball hits the deck. Here comes the umpire. Said there's a leg. So, free kick to Bannockburn. Thomson players thought it went their way because they'd all burst forward.
You give it back, Jack. You'll get a 50.
Yep. So Maybourne drives Bannockburn forward, gets over the back. Lynch comes across, runs out of room, and the ball's gone out of bounds. Of a boundary line throw in 60 metres around from the Bannockburn goal. 37 and a half gone to Grandy Cycling Sport. Third quarter here at Town and Country Pizza Oval, formerly known as Mitchell Park.
Pepperoni.
So Kelly and Stoneham to do battle. Ball comes in. Stoneham uses his height, but Kelly does well in the end and knocks the ball forward. Again, stacks on the mill, 50-metre line, ball not going anywhere. The umpires will come in, and this will be ball up number 112 for the game, Mitch.
I'll tell you what,
Certainly
Spide.
is.
I'll tell you what. It might be called Town and Country Oval, but it's still John Mitchell goalpost.
Oh, yes, the GMHBL goalpost. Anyway, Again, here we go. Make that 113, Mitch.
Still looking for them.
Still looking for them.
Guess what? They're not getting them back. Look, this is playing into Thomson's hands. You know,
Well, it is now.
So the more ball ups, the better for them. But it's just
Anyway.
it's turned into just a wrestle, hasn't it?
Well,
What's
he's
happened
picked
here?
a free kick
You're
for
kidding
holding
me.
the ball. Well, Connor Jervis with another free kick. So, Jervis now for Bannockburn, drives them forward. Battaglia in front, but Selgin gets a hand to it. Knocked free here. Quick pick up there by Kunchka. Kunchka goes back to Alford. Alford has a flying shot at goal, shooting the last line defence. Quite happy to rush it through, as he does. So, Bannockburn moved to 3-8. Trailing Thomson were 9-8. We've gone 38.5 to Grandy Cycling Sport, third quarter.
Got one of those awkward bounces there, Mitch.
He did. I thought he was going to slip by him to tell you
Handled
the
it with a
truth.
plum.
So Lynch brings in as a beautiful kick out wide and finds Cam. Cam now. Defensive half-back line here for Thomson.
Come on, Geordie, move it.
There's nothing moving up forward for
Excuse me, but you're supposed to
Anyway,
be an unbiased commentator.
goes long. So
Yeah, I
might have
should
had
be.
a push
That's
out
right,
there,
that's
but the umpire said no. Bowden takes the mark.
That's because he never moved the ball fast enough. Boyd was calling for it at centre half forward. Bannockburn get a long kick off the half back line, goes down to the wing, and nearly a good mark taken by
Kunchka.
Kunchka. But no, there's been a free kick picked out, and it's going to who is it? Can't see.
Mowat.
It's
Big
Mowat.
Mowat,
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. Okay. I need the binoculars myself. But anyway, Mowat drives it back along the wing towards centre half forward. Once again, Bannockburn picked the ball up. Looks like they're going to get out of attack. Handball across to Connor Jervis, who's kicked it long down the wing. Lynch has got a chance to pick it up. He does that. He's been good in this quarter, Lynch, to tell you the
It
honest.
went out of bounds, though.
Yeah, it went out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. It just stays there. It stays on the wing. It becomes a 0-0 draw. So the ball will be thrown in a minute, and we'll have Stoneham contesting the ruck against
Kelly.
Kelly, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, Kelly. So into Stoneham gets a knockout straight down to Sammy Jacker. Sammy Jacker's taken in a tackle straight away. Ball once again is held in there, and there's another ball up to come. Deja vu. Up the ball goes on the centre wing. Kelly again, and Stoneham. Balls taken by Thomson and tackled by Bannockburn, and there'll be another ball up. Up it goes again. Someone needs to hit it clear of the pack, and there goes the siren. A siren at three-quarter time has Thomson 9-8-62, leading Bannockburn 3-8-26.
Goal kickers, Jacob Knight has 4 for Thomson, Boyd 2, Hennessy 1, Cam 1, and Mitch Hodson 1. For Bannockburn, Fletcher Wilson has 2, Tristan Battaglia has 1. We'll take a short break. Be back soon. You'll listen to 94.7, your home of local football. And welcome back to Town and Country. Pizza Oval here sees the home side 9-8, Thomson 9-8-62 leading Bannockburn 3-8-26. Around the grounds, we have Belpo still 14-8-92 leading Coro 9-7-61. East Geelong 10-9-69 leading Inverleigh 3-11. Werribee scores tonight. North Geelong 7-9-51 leading Winch 6-10-46. Grubby, how'd you see that quarter, mate?
Well, it was the quarter that Thomson stamped their authority on the contest. I thought they had most of the footy. I know they did a bit of the blocking up tactics there, and that worked for a while. But the fact that Bannockburn just couldn't get it back down and kick a couple of goals to break the shackles really went in Thomson's favour. I thought they were good at the ball. I thought their kicking improved early in the game. And the conditions apply to that. But I just saw Thomson that quarter played the quarter that they had to play to put their stamp on this game. They're 6 goals up. You kick 3 in 3 quarters. I can't see Bannockburn kicking another 6 this quarter. They're not playing well enough, and Thomson's defence have been fantastic. I go back through their defence. When you go through their best players, aside from Knight and Hannessy, who are very clever down there, Boyd was okay. Jacko, not too bad. But I'm trying to look for there it is down the bottom here. Saligen was fantastic. Maguire played I thought Maguire was just coming back into it after a week off, but that quarter he really performed very, very well. And their whole back line was very, very good. Bannockburn didn't have a lot of players that featured in that quarter. The two Battaglias did a little bit. Young Jackson Elzinger was okay. I've given half a point to Maybourne. I thought for about 10 or 12 minutes he was almost best on the ground, and then he sort of dropped away a bit and didn't have a lot of influence, probably because of the fact that he's not a ruckman, but with Fulton going off, he had to play in the ruck. Young Giles, he tried his heart out. Thomson was okay, and the young fella Young, I thought he was okay down there, but Thomson had to stamp their authority on that quarter. They did so, and I think now we'll go on and win the game of football.
So, back in the middle now. Ball in the air. Troop just wins that one down almost uncontested. Thomas goes hard at the ball, dives on top of it. Players stack on. Half forward here for Thomson. We'll have a secondary bounce. We've travelled 16 seconds. Connectel final quarter here at Town and Country Pizza Oval.
I'm going to add into
Paul Lynch has called for repeated stoppages. He said that's what we need. We just need repeat stoppages. Go hard at the footy and kick the first goal.
Free kick to Bowden here for too high against Troop.
And Ronnie Pilgrim said, don't get sucked into the silly stuff. Stick to what we're supposed to do and see if we can't kick a couple of goals.
So Luke Bowden drives Bannockburn forward. Nice looking kick out wide.
That is a good kick.
Luke to his brother Ryan. Bowden has space, drives it forward again, but Sheedy drops in and takes the mark, as he does, always in front of the pack, isn't he?
Well, that's what I meant about the Thomson defence in my description.
Yeah, you're right, mate. So Sheedy just chips the ball over the top. Mitchell puts the hands up. Bowden at the back, brings the ball to ground. Fighting hard for it now. Spills free. Players now calling for dropping the ball, but don't bother calling for it. You play to the whistle, don't you? Isn't that how it works?
That's what it usually works. I'll tell you what, there is an absolute gale blowing down to the East Geelong end of the ground.
Which end is that?
That's the...
Watch where the ball gets thrown.
Bannockburn are kicking.
So Maybourne uses strength, wins the ball, kicks it long, in front. Can't quite take the mark. There was Kelly, but what a great pick-up off the ground here. Throws her onto the right boot.
Tell you what.
That was Sammy Giles, I reckon, has kicked that one.
That's a good goal.
Certainly is. Certainly is. Sammy Giles gets his first for the day. Gets the fourth now for Bannockburn, who moved to 4-8, trailing Thomson, who are 9-8. We've gone 2 minutes. Connectel.
One thing about that's a good start from Bannockburn, obviously, but Thomson don't want to go to sleep here because there is a strong wind blowing down that end, and quality sides will kick goals. They haven't kicked many today, but they will come with a rush. You know, they can't go to sleep on this lead.
Well, I agree with you. And in my description, I said they need to kick 6. I still don't think they can do that.
Well, neither do I.
But if they're going to,
that's the best way to start.
They needed
that's
to have.
Exactly right.
That's
exactly
the one
right.
they needed to have.
That's one.
Yeah.
All right, ball back in the middle now. We have Maybourne versus a Troop. Troop just gets up. No one wins the tap at all. Hits the ground again. Umpires are going to come in and have a secondary ball up.
Well, he's going to coach's orders. He forced another stoppage.
Yeah, that's what he wants. That's what he wants.
Up again. So Bowden wins that one down. Comes in from the side. Ball spills free. Mayborn tries to rip out of hands. Does so. Gets a quick kick. Doesn't go anywhere, though. So here we go. Stacks in the middle again. No, the ball comes free. Elsinger. That was an interesting quarter handball there.
To me, it was a throw.
Goes out to Marnie. Marnie goes on down the line towards Kunschka. But Salin just does his job. Brings it to the ground. Picked up there. Kelly's trying to play around with it here. It ends up being wrapped up. And umpire says too high. So Darcy Kelly will take the free kick here for Thomson. Told to play on. Does so. Goes long down the line. Cam works his way to the front, does well. McCarthy did all right, brought it to ground. Donahue went to punch it forward, missed it completely. Troop picks it up, wrapped up in a tackle straight away. So Lynchy's getting his rugby scrum that he wanted. 3.5 minutes score, connect our final quarter here. So it'll be Troop and Mayborn again. Oh no, Troop and Bowden. Troop just pushes Bowden out of the way, grabs the ball out of the air, drives Thomson forward, inside 50. Bit of rain starting to fall. Well done by McCarthy, done really well there, took it out of bounds. So we'll have a ball in. Well, the 50-metre line intersects the boundary line here. Thompson's attacking end of the ground. Again, they're kicking towards the city end here. So ball to be thrown back in. We've got Bowden and Troop. Troop's allowed for the windy very, very well. Punches it forward again. Looks like the ball's going to go out. No, it just pulls up. And in the end, it does go over the boundary line. Jackson Elsinger just helped it on its way. Mitchell did try to appeal for a free kick for out of bounds, but none to be had. So, Arctic conditions here at Town and Country Pizza Oval. Ball thrown in. Done well there, Bowden brought it to the ground. Thomas is on the run. Couldn't quite pick it up and go with it, but that could be a free kick for too high. The umpire says dropping the ball. Anyway, a bit stiff on Lynch there, but Thomas swings on, plays on as quick as he can. That's obviously the plan for this quarter. That could be a bit high, but no, Mowat didn't well. Kelly picks it up, and I'll tell you what, he has kicked an absolute cracker there, Bailey Kelly. Has 1-2 for the afternoon. 5-8 now to Bannockburn, 9-8 Thomson. So we're back to a four-goal ball game. 5 minutes gone. Connect our final quarter.
Well, what more can you say than at the moment things are running Bannockburn's way. They might be a little bit more desperate for the ball. They've cleared the ruck out a little bit and getting on the outside, and they've kicked 2 goals in a matter of 5 minutes. So it's game on here, I think.
I just think the wind advantage is probably the strongest that it's been all day.
It is. There's no doubt about that. It's blowing a gale.
So they've had a bit of luck there, but they've still got a fair bit of work to do.
So ball in the middle here again. Up they go again. Neither ruckman again wins that one down, but Thomas picks it up, tries to barge his way through, but can't. I just think that Bannockburn are just trying to keep the ball moving to try and break up that pack play that Thompson wants.
Well, that's exactly what's happening, one versus the other, yeah.
So ball in the air, Bowden wins that one down. Not enough on it. Ball's wrapped up in the middle again, so we'll have another ball up. So as soon as I say it, there's 2 packs in a row.
Do you back yourself and say, bugger this, we've kicked 9. Let's try and kick a couple more and put them right out of the game.
I think they want to kick a couple more, but this is how they're playing the game. They're playing it like a rugby scrum, and when they get the ball free, they then attack.
But if it goes through the other way and they kick 2 more, there's only a couple in it, Mitch.
Yeah, there is. There's no doubt about that. But there's still 4 goals in front, and the other mob's only kicked 5.
Yeah, so you don't. Yeah.
So ball in the air again now. Troop wins that one down. To nowhere in particular, doesn't go anywhere. Jacka had it and lost it. Ball spills free again now. Wrapped up. It was actually Russell, your mate Russell, who's he is in under, isn't he?
He's in and under. There's no doubt about it.
Troop in front here, wins a tap down. Bowden tries to reach over the back and grab it. Elsinger just kicks it off the ground. Umpire's paid. He's paid kicking in danger. So Trav Maguire now, captain of Thomson, in the centre of the ground.
And this is when they got to spread it out a little bit.
Goes in short to no one in particular. The ball bobbling around. Players now diving on it. Picked up there by McCarthy. McCarthy goes long again. Saligin comes out. Couldn't quite hold the mark. Got Maguire there in support. But says, I don't need you, mate. I'll just kick it long down the line again by myself. So up over the top was Knight. Got a little hand to it. Mitchell trying to burrow through. Gets it on the boot. The umpire picks up the ball.
What is wrong with that? He kicked the thing.
And he's kicked it 10, 15 metres too.
Goodness, mate, that's a bad decision.
Anyway, so Bannockburn now looking to drive out of defence. They do so. So Jervy's a nice long kick down the line. Hobbs couldn't quite take the mark. Over the back. running with the fly to the ball, but overruns it in the end. Hobbs done really well to get back and help out. Ooh, could be a free kick there. No, umpire said let it go. Stacks on again. What's he going to do?
Ball it up. While you're balling it up, just let me tell you this score. And you know I don't normally do this, but Ocean Grove 9-5-59. Geelong Amateurs 3-16-34.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that incredible or not?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that is incredible.
Well, so the ball thrown up. Done well there by Major, but the kick was smothered off the boot. Ball out free. Diving on the ball was Jervies, looking for a free kick. Not going to get it this time. We'll have another ball up. So 8 minutes gone. Connectel final quarter here. Plays slow down a little bit now. So
A bit stiff there,
they
Thomson,
want.
that free kick, because they had 2 blokes out and they probably would have kicked the goal. But anyway,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. That's the way it goes.
that's the way that's footy, mate. That's the way it goes. So anyway, ball thrown up, kicked back to the back of the pack, picked up again by Jervies, gets a handball up in the air to no one in particular. Batali about to run onto it. The umpire's picked out a free kick, so we'll have the play starting again. So Jervies with another free kick, chips it out wide, finds Mayborn. Mayborn now 50 out from his own goal. If that breeze is as strong as you say it is, he's
It
got to
is,
be a
yeah.
chance.
Too far out.
He's got to kick it against, come
Oh,
across.
he's kicked
It's
it into the
just
centre. Saligin couldn't quite take the mark. Ball hits the decks off the ground. Oh, that was
Saligin takes the
Saligin. That was
mark
Saligin at full back,
Yeah.
mate. It was Kelly that went up. That was Troopy, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
Troop it was,
Troop, yeah.
Troop.
Oh, there's a
That
free
might be
kick.
too
That
high.
is a free kick.
Yeah.
So, Bannockburn to have another
Oh,
shot at
careful.
goal.
50. Well, that
50.
was
It's
because
50.
that was because he got gobbed off to. You know, and you don't need to do that. You know, you just don't need to do that. That's completely undisciplined.
It's not worth it now.
Who is it again?
Connor Jervies comes in and kicks a goal.
It was a free kick. It was too high. It was a free kick. There was nothing wrong with the free kick, and you've just got to cop that.
So Bannockburn get their third for the quarter.
Has he had 5 this quarter, has he?
Well,
Five free
Look,
kicks.
the worst thing about it is, in a day like today, I know they got the win, but in a day like today where the ball's a bit
Yeah,
heavy and that,
yeah.
he's no certainty to kick a goal
No,
from
no,
where
for
he
sure,
was.
for sure.
Matter of fact, he's probably 40-60.
Yeah, yeah.
But that 50 makes it 100% see you
Yeah,
later, good night,
absolutely.
Irene. And
No.
you can't afford to do that.
They've put Boyd in the ruck here by the looks.
Yep, Troop's gone down the,
Gone down deep. Boyd's in the ruck. Mitchell's on there. Sammy Jack is in there. Yeah, it's an interesting mix. But anyway, we'll see what happens here.
So Boyd against Thomson. Boyd wins that one down. Taps it out wide. Phillips runs onto it. Gets around one tackle. Turns on the right boot. Kicks the ball long down looking for Battaglia. He made good space. Freeman did really well not to give the contest away. Sheedy done exceptionally well. Goes to Russell. Russell gave the handball to Major, who didn't want it. So in the end, the ball spilled free. Jervies off the ground. Smart play, but Saligin is there.
I hate
Just
that
walks
play.
through. Kicks the ball long down the line.
Now, UO has
Cam
won. Geordie,
did well
UO
with
has
the body
won.
there to clap it forward. Keeps the ball moving in front. So hard work here done. Keeps done well. Gets a handball up, which could have been a throw, but a quick handball at Jacker. Jacker has hit
Hit the post.
Oh.
Hit the post. But Geordie Camota's won because he was the one that gives the 50 away up there. So,
Yep.
but anyways, well
Here
done.
they come now. They're not mucking around.
9-9 ball at the Mayborn.
well done.
Mayborn well done.
Mayborn drops the
Battaglia in the
ball.
back.
Here comes
Battaglia
Battaglia.
looks into the middle here.
Over into the middle now. Give me
Sorry,
you go.
mate.
Oh, go on and stick
No,
it
you
up
go.
your ass. No. Had it all bloody day.
Sorry, mate. I didn't realise you were calling it. He's no good. His straight's no good. He tried to call it. I didn't realise you were calling it, mate.
Well, you couldn't hear me because my throat went on me.
Well, now you're right to go now, mate.
Nah, you go for a minute. I'll have a drink.
All right, mate. So the ball there. Boyd wins that one down early as far as Jervies again. Jervies drives Bannockburn forward. Battaglia leading the race. The boy's got to keep this one in. He does. Left foot centering.
To his
Kick to his
brother.
brother.
Oh.
Oh, great spoil in the end there. Ball comes back. Picked up by Kelly. Kelly gets a handball away. Not far enough, though. Lands in the hands of Giles. Giles brought down pretty heavily. Coming through with Sheedy. Spilled it. Kunchka picks the ball up. Handballs the ball over to Alfred. Alfred goes. Bang!
Game on here
Oh, they're
at
back in
Godfrey Street Reserve. Game on.
7 now. So,
Game on.
well, we have gone a 12 minutes Connectel final
time
quarter.
to put-
9-9-63. Bannockburn 7-8-50.
Time to put Jordan Cam in the ruck. Try and get it hit further afield than what it is. Just turned into a crunch. Now I'm with you. I'm with you now, Grubby.
That's what will happen if you put Jordan Cam in there because the other boys for Bannockburn in there once Fulton's gone are not big enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, and Boyd's not much bigger than him, But Cam is. So Cam's got a lot of height advantage now if he goes into the ruck. And I think he has to.
Yeah, well, the skipper's gone into the middle, so that'll help if the ball gets to the ground. So, they've probably got just about their A-grade midfield in there at the moment. Troopy's down deep. Boyd is in the ruck. He won the last hit out, but Travis Maguire being in the middle will help.
Yeah, but with the situation in the game, and the way the ball's going there, you're not robbing Peter to play Paul because I don't think Cam's going to kick any goals at this point in time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, I suppose.
So Boyd and Thomson go at it. Thomson leaps high. Boyd just grabs it out of the air, kicks Thomson into attack. Races on now between McCarthy and Trooper. Oh, look at that by Knight. Just picks the ball up, turns around the right boot, goes in the Troop direction. Ball done well by Mitch Hodgson. Nearly took the mark, but tiding for it now. Quick kick out of defence there by Bath. Ball running free. Battaglia in front here. Does well. Handballs it across. Goes to Marnie.
It was his experience. He leapt back into him, he sucked the umpire in there. That was good play by Battaglia.
The Battaglia short. Nice little kick here. Finds Alfred. Alfred goes out to Connor Jervis. Jervis just wanted to go the barrel, but Tristan Battaglia used his body well. Kelly done well leading out. Pushed over. The ball has stayed in. Nope. Now it's been taken over the line here. So
see, I don't know what the rules are these days, but I pay a free kick for that. You can use your body, but you're not allowed to take your eyes off the footy.
That's right.
And he did do that, and
absolutely.
I think that's a free kick in my book
every
anyway.
day of the week.
Fair enough.
Keep your eyes on the footy, no problems.
Yep. So ball is thrown in now. Ball brought to ground. Ooh, well done there by Knight. Knight's his quick kick is going to land in the commentary box.
Oh, we nearly got a kick.
Spy nearly got a touch. So Young for Bannockburn to take the free kick right in front of the box here. Looking for options down the ground. I don't think you can use Beardsall because he's gone out of play.
He's kidding himself, isn't he?
So up they go. Players over the back. Pricked up there by Giles. He's done really well here. Gets a handball away.
One-handed handball, I would have thought.
The Crow throw, mate. The flick pass.
He's a bit stiff there because I reckon I've seen 5 been let go today.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that.
But the umpire was right there, though.
Yeah. Oh, it was right. It's a free kick.
Yeah, it is. But some of them haven't been paid.
Ball down the line towards Boyd. Brought to ground.
Well done,
kick out.
Jack.
That's very well done. That's a good kick to Knight, who's been very, very good today. Moves the ball quickly in the Troop direction. Troop versus Bath, but it's blown across in front of Hennessy. But Troop follows through, gets the ball in the end. Misses it. Misses it, goes to Cam. Cam throws it on the boot and picked the goal.
That's what we wanted. Oh, well, that's what Thomson wanted, not we, because I'm impartial. Go, Tigers!
Thomson get a goal against the run of play. Move to 10-9, leading Bannockburn, who was 7-8. 15 and a half minutes gone. Connect our final quarter here at Town and Country Pizza Oval.
Momentum's a funny thing, isn't it? Like I'm going to say, they've had all the play, Bannock, and you just get the ball bounce your way once or twice, and you kick a goal. That's what you got to do.
Pretty much exactly what I was going to say. They had their tails up, Bannockburn. They were gone for all money. Yeah. They got themselves back to 13 points in the game. That's what I'm saying about Thomson before. Yeah. Don't worry about blocking it up. Kick a couple yourself and put them out of the game. That one hasn't quite done it yet. How long have we gone?
19 points. Now we've gone 16 minutes.
16 minutes is
still
time
15 to go.
But so one more and she's all over.
But Lynchy did say at quarter time, make sure you kick the first goal, he said, because that'll put them out of the game.
Well, the third goal may have.
Yeah, he wanted them to kick the first goal.
Ball back in the air. Neither Ruppney got a hand to it. Elsinger at the back there. Goes kicked off the ground, does so in the end. The umpire said that was okay, let it go. Picked up here, now dropped down. Ball spills free. Boyd comes through, trying to wrestle 3 of them. Not going anywhere. And we'll have another ball up. Just Bannockburn's attacking zone here. It's 16 and a half gone. Connect to our final quarter. Thomson gets a hand to that one. Phillips comes through. Done really well there.
Good football.
Good tackle.
He ran through 1,000,000 miles an hour, and the other bloke ran out and tackled him. And they both get up and say, good on you, buddy. And that's great. That's what you want to see. And he's only a little fella too. Good boy.
Ball in the air now. Thompson reaches over the top there. Ball comes to ground. Boyd went to dive on it and did in the end. But in danger will be a free kick to him, which is fair enough.
Third kicking in danger today.
Well, whether that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Boyd moves the ball on quickly. Holtz couldn't quite take the mark, but Giles is there now for Bannockburn. Swings onto that right foot, puts it back towards the glue pot. Maguire stands his ground. Wilson comes over top, brings it to the ground. Connor Jervis has been very, very good, at least in the second half. Drives it forward, goes to Saligin. Saligin kicks him back out, but only as far as Giles again. So, no, not 50, the umpire said. Didn't go over the mark. So Sam Giles.
Wonder if he'd called standby.
Yeah, he hadn't called
that's
stand.
true.
I think he should have called play on. There,
Probably goes down line. Wilson gets a quick kick. Sargent done really well, smothered it, and then got the rebound. Quick handball out here. Thomson driving the ball back out through Russell. The umpire, how's he going to rule this one? He has said throw it in, thank you, and I like the sound of that.
Probably a fair call.
I don't have a problem with it, mate. He's under pressure.
If you're playing AFL football, I'm going to call that.
Yeah.
But at GDFL level, I don't think they should. They've only played one.
They played that one bad one.
We're a couple of tiers below the AFL, mate.
Yeah.
So, Baldy thrown back in. Boyd versus Thomson. Boyd tried to use his body, but Thomson did really well. Boyd ends up with it, and interesting handball. Comes free to Thomas. Thomas throws on the boot, done really well. Look at this, charging through.
Second half has been great.
Chicken
Chicken Lynch, he's been really good in the second half.
He's read the ball a lot better, mate. So Lynch now, driving Thomson forward at the Maguire direction. Ball comes to the ground. Phillips goes to ground there, does well, wraps it up. This will suit Thompson's. Oh, no, he's been pinned, and I reckon it's going to Thompson's free kick. So, no, it wasn't.
Well,
he called it the other way, So, anyway, ball forward now. Nice little pick up there by Sam Giles. Giles drives Bannockburn forward, but unfortunately, Mowatt's in front. He's been good today,
Yeah,
Mowat.
he's been good. Their back line has worked fairly cohesively, as Grubby said. They've been very good. They've attacked the ball really well.
So Sheedy with the ball now in the back pocket. Scoreboard side here. Going long down the line. Players fly. Ball off the hands. Rolls out towards the boundary line and beats McCarthy over. And we'll have a boundary line throw in. Half forward here for Bannockburn, trailing by 19 points at the moment. So we have ticked over nearly 20 minutes, connect to our final quarter.
Well, balls get thrown in on Bannockburn's half-forward line. Boyd gets the ball. They're going to call it back. It was a wayward throw-in, so they're going to call it back. So take two. Little fella's been doing a good job all day in this wind. They throw it back towards the centre, and he had to throw it a little bit too far. So once again, Boyd goes up against Jake Thomson. Ball's in dispute. Boyd grabs it out of the ruck contest, kicks it forward. Bannockburn pick it up off the half-back line. Mitchie Hodgson tries to spoil the ball. Once again, Thomson pick it up, and there's a good push in the back, I'd imagine. Yeah, push in the back. He probably dropped the ball before he pushed him in the back.
Well,
but Thomson,
the thing is, I'll tell you what's
Thomson,
happened.
the recipient of the free kick.
The thing is, the umpire didn't pay. Hold the ball.
Yeah.
So
it's
he has to pay in the back.
He has to.
Yeah, absolutely.
And whether or not he should have paid hold the ball's got nothing to do with us.
No,
he didn't.
Correct.
Yeah. Thompson moved the ball forward. It's in the glue pot. Sammy Jacker runs off and kicks down towards Lucas Boyd, and that's a good kick. Lucas Boyd will have a shot from about 45 metres out. He is capable of kicking this.
Well,
but against this wind, I'm not too sure. But look, the way he's going back, it looks like he's going to have a shot anyway.
Yeah, but what he does now, if he's got any brains at all, he takes his 30 seconds.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Takes it off the clock.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. There's no doubt about that. He's taking time off the clock. He moves in, jogs in. He's going to kick it from the 50-metre line, and he does. Bang, off it goes. Heads towards the goal face. Ball's in dispute. Freeman, he'll have handballs it across to Mitchie Hodgson. Mitchie Hodgson runs around, does a banana kick towards the goal, and 1 point. He wanted it back. That's what he should have got it back. There's no doubt about that. That says Thomson are now 10-10-70 to Bannockburn 7-8-50. Game, the tempo's gone out of the game a little bit. How far are we gone, Spider?
21 minutes, mate.
21 minutes. There's probably 10 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time, but it looks to me as if Thomson's in a little bit of control at the moment. Bannockburn are looking for a long kick.
Danger's over,
Mitch. Danger's over, yeah. They've weathered the storm. Big long kick by Beardsall towards the centre of the ground. And the mark is taken. No, it's dropped. Bannockburn pick it up. Tackle. Thomson pick it up. Kick forward off the ground, heading towards the half-forward line. Ball's in dispute. I can't see who it is over there, to tell you the truth. Tony Myers should turn the lights on so we can see.
Getting dark.
It's dark as. It is very, very dark. So there's a ball up on the 50-metre mark. Godfrey Street side at the city end of the Thomson football ground where Thomson are kicking. Ball goes up in dispute. Bannockburn picked the ball up. There's another tackle, and guess what? There will be another ball up. We've had plenty of these today, Spider.
I think it's 121 now.
121.
No, I've just made that number up, mate. I'm going to run with it.
Yeah, well, I reckon there's been a few more.
I reckon you miscounted. I got 119.
I ran it out of hands and feet. Anyway, the ball's kicked forward in, and that marker's been taken by Knight.
See, he can have a shot for goal too and take 30 seconds.
Well, he can, but he's not going to move. I think I want to move it in forward. Cam's are leading towards the goal square, which is probably where he'll head. Now it goes back the other way. It's a great. That's smart play by Knight.
Yeah, and smart play by Cam. He led back and the little hook lead, dropped up into the pocket. He should basically, he'll be a real chance. Seconds. Yeah, a real chance to kick this goal, Geordie.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't matter when or where you lead, you need a kick like that.
Yeah, that's
right.
Absolutely.
Lead to that all day.
That was just beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful kick.
So in the shades of darkness, Jordan Cam will come in. He's 25 out, but on the boundary line here, the nice kick from there. It's I tell you what, the goal umpire has not moved. And I'm going to say something. You all said it before that Cam needed to go on the ruck. You won't kick your goals. Jordan Cam has 3 for the day now. Thomson have their 11th, 11-10-76. Leading Bannockburn 7-8-50. We have gone 23.5. Connect our final quarter.
He's been good, Geordie. He's been good.
They threw everything at him, Bannockburn, in that first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
but you got to give them credit. They weathered the storm. Yep. And then they've just kicked them a couple of goals. And if you can go and find me a fat lady, we'll get her to sing.
Well, it won't be you because it'll be this will be like Marceau singing the way you're going.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a lady.
I'll tell you what's been a good move, Boyd into the ruck.
If I was a girl, I wouldn't be a lady.
So Boyd wins that one down, mate. So Hodgson comes off the square. Done well. Brought the ball back to ground. Quick handball out the back. Wrapped up here completely. Ball spills free. Umpire says not going anywhere. As always happens, the ball breaks free after the umpire. He's called. The boys want advantage. You can't have advantage when it's a ball up. Hey, it's like fast bowlers, not the sharpest tools, are they, footballers?
Well, the umpires have been asked when there's a pack like that to blow the whistle quickly.
Especially done it today.
Yeah, so he did that. They've done it pretty much all day, which is good umpiring. And obviously, if you're going to be a forward, you want to get that goal. But no, the umpire's done the right thing.
Since they've smacked you on the wrist about the umpires, crikey, you've been good to them.
I'm doing exactly what I've done all year.
Yeah, he is, actually.
All as I bloody see.
Ball in the air. Neither ruckman actually went near it. But Mitchell comes through, spears it in to Young. Couldn't hit Young any better on the chest then. So what's he going to do?
I
heard a whistle.
Yeah, there's a whistle.
It's going to be 50, is it?
I don't know. It looks like it.
It's 50. Young bloke's called 50. Good on him. So this will bring Young.
Maybe someone said something. He called the descent one before.
I've got a funny feeling someone might have run into the zone.
They could have too.
May have, yeah.
So short. 3 Bannockburn players have taken each other out, which brings Hodgson into the game. Great tackle, Mitchie Hodgson. Well done. And rewarded with it. Free kick. 3 Bannockburn players there. Not one bit of talk. And the youngest bloke attacked it. So Mitch Hodgson now. He's taking his 30 seconds to have a shot. Drives them long down the line. Nice looking kick. Nearly gets there. Sport by Thomson. Done well by Alford. Picks it up. Goes to Beardsall. Beardsall throws the ball on the right boot. Long down the line. But have a look at this. I'll read the ball and just take it on my chest, says Stephen Saligan. So Saligan now to drive Thomson back forward again. Nice looking kick. Knight flies it back. Gets hands.
Oh, he nearly got
comes
that.
Down. Well, it did too. Hannessy picks it up in the end. He's wrapped up in a tackle straight away. Not going anywhere.
Well, and I tell you what, on a day like today, if he takes that, he wins the Rattleys mark of the day.
Big men fly.
For the Rattleys pie.
The ball in the air now, Boyd and Thomson. The ball escaped them both. Ends up in the hands of Boyd now. Throws on the left foot. Goes long. Knight again. Brings the ball to ground. Done really well. Sheedy picks it up. Quick kick through the pack. Young overruns it. So, nope. Ball is taken out of bounds now. We'll have a throw in. We've had more ball ups and throw-ins today, which I think is...
Which is unusual in the wind.
26.5 gone. Connect our final quarter here. 26 points the margin. Thompson's favour.
Leopold 76, St Mary's 64.
Okay. So Cam wins that tap out, but only as far as Young. Young drives the ball out of defence. Kelly in front. We'll get a free kick, I'd reckon. Yes, he has too. So he did well there, Darcy Kelly. Just held his ground, Mitch.
He's been good. He's been okay.
Well, the back six have been sensational.
Yeah, they have.
The back six have been sensational,
He's just been solid. He's spoiled when he needed to spoil. He's been okay.
He's had a tough job on Battaglia.
Yeah.
They both can play. Anyway, he drives it forward. Have a look at this.
Yeah.
Knight has just wandered into as much space as he wants. And based on his
Well spotted by Kelly, though. He picked him out, you know.
Mate, he had that much space, wasn't funny. But you're saying he's a good player, and he looked okay last week against the East, but he's looking really good today, and he's just speared the ball into the goal square. Not a great kick.
Well, he should have had a shot for goal then. He's tried to pick Freeman out, but that hasn't happened.
It has. But Bath has taken the mark, relieving mark, kicks it out wide. Nice kick. Finds Giles. Giles on the far side of the ground. I'll tell you what, couldn't be any darker out there if it tried. Goes long down the line again. At the back here is Ryan Bowden.
Some strange scores here, Spider.
There he is. What do you got?
Colac 11-12. Newtown for the day have kicked 1-4. That's not good enough.
Well, I've seen South Colac kick 2 goals against Lawn today, who kicked 6. So 6-16 to 2
South
straight.
Bowen have kicked 26 today. Against Lara, who've only kicked 3. So.
Oh, goodness.
Anyway, ball thrown in now. Ball falls over the back. Quick kick forward there by Jervy, sorry. Pack falls again. Alfred tries to knock it out. Can't do so. Players hovering around the outside. And the umpire hovering. And he just goes, don't feed me again, mate. I could not eat as much. Thank you, Steiny.
I'm right, Steiny. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. Steiny. We must be eating umpire food.
Flea's obviously made enough money for the day. Anyway, the ball's going over the back. Quick kick forward. McCarthy runs on it. Can't quite pick it up, but follow off the ground. That's a nice kick.
Give it off. Give it off.
A quick handball out. He did 2 to Hodgson. Well done by Freeman. Hodgson over the back here. That man who won't kick a goal, but he's pretty sure he taken. Was he paid? No, he has been paid the free kick.
Should have been.
So the bloke you said to get in the ruck because he won't kick a goal is going back to kick his fourth. No, Grubby did. Grubby did it a couple of times.
Oh, yeah, but it's all over now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's still got to kick him. I don't care, mate. If I kick my 10th, and I've got one until halfway through the last one. Kick 10. I don't care how I kick.
Mate, your average was 4, and you kicked 3 of them in the last 10 minutes when the game was over.
My average was 4.
And that's what Cam's doing here.
My average was 4. I don't know where you get your figures from. My average is about 1.4. Anyway, Jordan Cam coming in as the rain starts to fall again.
This has been a solid victory by Thomson.
It has in the end, yes. So Jordan Cam comes in, steers at it, stabs at it, and has missed.
Put him in the ruck.
Put him back in the ruck. So 11-11 Thomson. Now leading Bannockburn, who are 7-8, so 27-point in the margin. 29.5 gone. Connect to our final quarters. The rain comes down. Might as well blow the siren now, get out of the rain.
Yeah, well, you don't want to turn the lights on because it costs money.
Yeah, that's right. Not like your GMOSPA stadium where, they've got a sponsor.
They haven't got the mayor on their side anymore.
No, they haven't. So Beardsall to bring the ball back in. Lizzie is freezing. So Beardsall's going to go the big spiral here. And I'll tell you what, he's got a fair piece of that too.
Yeah,
almost into the centre of the ground. Ball hits the deck. Lizzie's hiding in the shade here, or under the thing, trying to stay dry. Good hands out. Well done there. Quick kick forward. Bannockburn into attack, but
Sheedy's been solid. Look, this back half has been really solid. They've been really solid today. Yep. They've worked well together.
Very impressive.
Mitch Sheedy kicks down the wing towards Logan Mitchell. Logan Mitchell is nearly best on the ground, in my opinion.
Your opinion doesn't count.
Oh, I know it doesn't. King got dropped today from the seniors just quietly. He should have won the medal a few years ago, played in the seconds. But anyway, Logan Mitchell kicks down the flank, and Jordan Cam, who's led up strongly and takes a good mark between centre half forward and the wing position. Looking long down the ground, just keep kicking it long down the ground, and that's what he does. He puts it towards the centre of the ground, and guess who's taking a chest mark? Knight. I bet you he doesn't pass.
He won't try this again, will he?
I'm tipping he has a shot. Now he won't be kicking it to Freo this time, so he goes back past the 50-metre line. He'll have to kick it from probably 50 in a strong, rainy,
horrendous conditions
part of the ground, part of the day. So he's lining them up as he comes in steadily, drop punt, skips a little bit, runs in, kicks, long kick. It's come to the goal face, but it's gone through for a point. And that makes Thomson 11-12, 78, fairly impressive today against Bannockburn, 7-8. 50. Thomson will be 4th on the ladder after this round of football, with Inverleigh to come next week.
So Beardsall brings it in. The siren goes. Siren. There it is. So, Mitch, you've called the final score there, mate.
Yeah.
11-12. 78 to Bannockburn, to Thomson, 7-8-50 to Bannockburn. Goal kickers, Jordan Knight kick 4, Jordan Cam, Jacob Knight kick 4, Jordan Cam kick 3, Boyd with 2. One each to Hannessy and Hodgson, and for Bannockburn, Wilson with 2, and one each to Tristan Battaglia, Bailey Kelly, Connor Jervis and Bailey Alford. We'll take a quick break and then come back with a wrap-up of today's play. We will give our votes and we'll see where we're going to go next week at Richard Grubbycations. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football. Yeah, at Town and Country Pizza Oval, where Thomson in the end have had a comfortable win, a 28-point win over Bannockburn, 11-12, 78 to 78, 50. Grubby, apart from the torrential downpour that's coming now, what were your thoughts on today?
Well, this is going to be very short and sweet because I'm just about gone.
Yep.
But I come here today expecting a real tough, hard clash, and that's exactly what I got. I thought Bannockburn would go closer than they did, but Thomson showed me a different side of them. Their on-ballers and their rucks were good, and their forwards were clever. But one of the reasons they won this game is they kept Bannockburn to 3 goals till three-quarter time, or 3 or 4. All right, they got a couple in the last quarter with the win. Their defence is a possibility for them to win finals.
Yep.
They make it so hard for you to kick goals. And that's not... There's blokes down there that aren't going to get in the votes today who, for what they did, probably bloody well should, because they all did their job. Bannockburn have got a lot of clever forwards running around, and they were just nullified all day. They were just... Their defence was fantastic. Look, I think Thomson are obviously playing a lot better than they did in the first half of the year, and still have a couple or a few to come back. So I think their future looks to me like 4th position the way they played today. Bannockburn worry me a little bit because I think their run home's a little bit tougher.
Very tough.
It is.
And if things don't go their way and they don't get those kids back from the Falcons, they're a chance to miss the finals for the first time for a while. But all in all, a fantastic game from Thomson. A good game from Bannockburn. They tried everything they had, but they just didn't have enough, and Thomson were just too good on the day.
Mitch, anything to add to that, mate?
Yeah, no, not so much to add. I don't think Bannockburn will miss the finals. I think Inverleigh getting beat today. Probably,
They get beat today.
Yeah, Inverleigh got beat today.
Yeah.
So
East, yeah.
at East, I just think that they'll probably stumble into 5th position. But the reality to it is it's still tight. They still hold on to 5th position today by 2 points. But I thought the game plan, and I thought Lynch coached extremely well. I watched training during the week, and they played exactly the way they trade. He wanted to turn it into a bun fight. He wanted to turn it into a stoppage game, and that's exactly what he did. I thought Darcy Troop, I thought he was sensational in the first half. Him and Kieran Fulton had a great duel. When Kieran Fulton went off the ground, that certainly changed the game a little bit. But I agree with you, Grubby. I think the reality around Thomson's back line, I thought it was a cohesive unit. I thought the midfield worked fairly strongly, but I thought the back line held up under a lot of pressure, especially early. So, it'll be interesting to see. Bannockburn certainly have a tougher draw than what Inverleigh do. So it could be, this was a game that Thomson needed to win. For me, to think that they've secured a spot in the 5.
Yeah, well, I'm going to disagree with you.
Yeah.
I really am. I have a look at this, and I actually, only because I got it in front of me, right?
I looked at it last night.
Let's just start with Bannockburn have lost their last 2 games by 5 goals.
Yeah.
Right, so their form isn't great.
Yep.
Now, they've got to come up, and they've got to play now North.
Yep.
Who we think they should win, but you never know.
I'll give them a win, tick.
Right, and then they've got to play Werribee Central's Belmont.
Yeah, I reckon they can win one of those.
I don't think they can.
Okay, so
the
we'll
way
give them
they're
2
going,
crosses, yeah.
and then they'll beat Belpost till last game of the year.
So that's 2 games.
Right,
so that gives them they're now 10 points in front of Inverleigh before Inverleigh play, righto?
Right now, Inverleigh have got Thomson here,
Cross.
so I don't think they'll win that. And then they've got Corio, West, Anarchy.
So they
wins.
well, I don't know whether they beat Anarchy.
They beat Anarchy.
Where's Anarchy one, Dome?
It's at Anarchy.
Yeah, well, there you go. So
Mate, if they're
it'll
fighting
come
for-
down to the last game.
If they're fighting for a spot in the 5, they'll beat Anarchy.
Yeah, well, it comes down to the last game. Like, going into the last game, I would suggest that there'll be 2 points of difference, and Bannockburn will be probably outside the 5 by 2 points, and that last game, depending on who wins, if Bannockburn win and Inverleigh lose, it'll swap.
In other words, it's up for grabs.
It's up for grabs,
Yep.
for sure,
Yep.
without a doubt. Yeah,
All right. Well, it's going to make where we go in the next few weeks very interesting. Some final scores, lads. So, around the ground so far. Belpost still 15-9-99, defeated Corio 10-7-67. East Geelong 15-10-100, belted Inverleigh 3-11-29.
That's a smashing.
Yeah, I
that
didn't
is
know
a
that.
smashing.
Werribee 10-16-76, defeated Anarchy 8-9-57. North Geelong
And that's
9.
not a bad effort from Werribee from Anarchy at Werribee.
Well, they've had a lot more
North
shots.
Geelong 9-11-65, defeated Winch 7-12-54. The netball, Winchelsea 32, defeated North Geelong 21, and East 41, defeated Inverleigh 32. They're the only scores I have through so far. All right, so Belpost is off the line on the ladder now. They'll be happy with that, the boys.
Yep.
Must be my inspirational them seeing last night in the gear, mate. They obviously thought they'd never want to see me wearing a footy gear again. So, all right.
They've lost a lot, Corio, when they lost Darren.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Joel.
No doubt.
Yeah,
That's killed their season.
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
Anyway, lads, we've got to give some votes. All right.
Oh, I don't know how to give votes.
Well, don't put your book away till you've done the sponsors either, mate. So,
That's why I've left it out.
Mitch, do you want to do the three? You want to go first, mate, as our special guest
Yeah,
today?
well, I'll go first. I thought Stephen Seligman was...
You start with the one vote?
No, well, I'm starting with three.
No,
Start with one, mate.
I'll start with one.
No,
Yes,
don't
mate.
come in here and try and run the law, mate.
Well, why not? All right, we'll start with
Mitchell
one.
Park.
All right, Darcy Troop, one vote. I thought Darcy Troop battled manfully all day in the ruck and probably was nearly the best player on the ground until three-quarter time, and then he went forward. Logan Mitchell gets the 2 from me. I thought Logan Mitchell was sensational in the middle of the ground all day, and when you look at the way he plays, his statistical data mightn't be as strong as what one would think, but his body inside all day was fantastic, and he was one
And had a run in the ruck too.
absolutely, I thought he was good. And Stephen Seligman, what more can you say? You know, he ages like a bottle of grain, Stephen Seligman. He's just there all the time, and I thought he was clearly best on the ground today.
Grub.
I gave one vote to Connor Jervis.
Yeah, I could have done that.
I thought he was terrific, and because it's so hard, I like to put one of the losing sides in.
I could have done that.
Yeah, there could have been a
sure.
couple, but I just liked his game. He got in their faces, and most of them were free kicks, but that's good play by him.
Yep.
Not so great.
Nearly got him back in the game, didn't he?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he did,
so I'll give him one. I gave Darcy Troop 2. The only reason I gave him 2 and not 3 is I took a couple of points off for discipline, 50s and free kicks mainly. Otherwise, he could have got the 3. But I gave him 2. And when I said in my description of the game, I really raved on about Thomson's defence. And I gave the leader of that defence 3 votes in Stephen Seligman.
All right. Well, I gave one to.
It don't matter who you give them to.
I gave one to Jacob Knight, 4-3 on a day
He
like
was good.
today.
He was good.
But he doesn't just. But he pushes up the ground too.
Yeah.
He doesn't just do it from the goal square. I gave him 1. I gave Logan Mitchell 2, and I gave Stephen Seligman 3. So quite clearly, Stephen Seligman, he was the best player on the ground.
I thought he was. I thought he was terrific.
Well, we all did.
Yeah. Well, we all did.
Well, we did, but I just think if Troop had calmed himself, he'd have been a close one with him.
Yeah, without a
know?
doubt.
Yeah. Well, there's probably, as I said, Connor Jervis could have got a vote. Troop, I didn't give Troop a vote. There was plenty of players that you could have given votes to. That back 6 was sensational, but Seligman stood out. You know, like you had Darcy Kelly just said did his job.
Yeah.
The Sheedy brothers did their jobs. You know, so they
always do.
They always did. But they had tough opponents in the Battaglia brothers and that, so they all did their jobs.
That's exactly what I said in my description, didn't I?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you did.
You know,
Absolutely.
so that's come to fruition. But
Anyway,
Can I ask a question before we go?
Yeah.
Can Thomson create any, when they get, we keep saying if they get a full list back, can they create any problems in the finals?
with their back 6 the way they are, I think so.
And put Billy Smets and a few others
You put
in?
Billy Smets in the middle. For me, this is what I'm thinking. They're back 6 because you've got to shut down some potent forward lines when it comes to finals footy. If their back 6 plays like that and plays their role, obviously St Albans is bigger. So it's hard to get in and cover, get your 2-on-1s and that sort of stuff. Your midfield's got to work that bit harder. But if they can do that, then yes, they can.
Yeah.
I think a very fit Daniel Freeman gives them a bit of pace. Like if you get planted in those blokes, you're putting in good players, but you're not putting in a lot of pace. So they need a couple of those blokes with that pace to handle St Albans. Now,
Leighton Thorburn would be one of those that
he would be. Yeah. Oh, the other bloke didn't play either today. Kerslake's not a bad player, and he runs well. But at the moment, watching them, can they beat East? After looking at them a couple of weeks ago, possibly. I'll know more at the last game because I'll play Werribee here.
That's the one.
So they're the two you really talk. They can handle themselves against. Or Belmont have been good too. So at the moment, they're sitting 4 for a reason. I think maybe they can, but I think they have to improve. They can't play this and win.
There's no doubt. They have to improve. But I would suggest that the finals race is now open. Where it was a race in 2, maybe 3, I think it's now a race in 4.
I'm going to wait a couple of
maybe
weeks.
5.
I'm still holding up, but I still think it's a race in 3. At the moment, Thomson have taken some steps. I will say that, but I still think it's a race in 2 or 3.
I'll give Bannockburn a bit of a turn too. If they happen to have the kids from the Falcons,
Especially
then they're back in the hunt as well.
On the big ground.
All right, where are we going next week?
I don't know.
All right, this is what we've got. Anarchy Belmont. This is round 15. Anarchy Belmont, Bannockburn North.
Hang on, go a bit slower.
Anarchy Belmont at Anarchy.
I don't think so.
Bannockburn North at Bannockburn.
Possibility.
Winch versus Werribee at Winch.
Oh, no, too far.
Corio, East Geelong at Corio.
No,
Thomson, Inverleigh here.
that's another chance.
And the Giants, Belpo still at the Giants.
No.
So it's out of Thomson and I don't know.
Look, there's
Probably
no,
here again.
There's no choice. Like these two, Thomson and Inverleigh, and I'll put my hand up. They're playing for fifth. Those sides are playing for fifth. That should be the game to go to.
Well, I tell you,
And that's not because of Thomson. That's
to
just the way it
me,
is.
Hey, if Rachel's Cafe keeps
To
beating
me,
us, mate, we're not
that's
going to be every game.
absolutely nothing to do with
Has it? Got
No.
nothing to, why not?
If we afforded hamburgers, coffee, donuts,
Well, you're back.
then I don't care where yous go. I'm coming here.
So we're here next week
You're
again.
right. You're right. It's the battle for fifth spot.
Yeah.
We've got to come in.
We're here again next week, so that's it. All right, we're going to go. It's nearly 5 o'clock, so thank you very much to Brad and Tyler again. Thank you, Mitch, for jumping
No
in the
worries,
box,
all
mate.
good, mate.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. They have been fantastic for us. Hang on, Grubby, put your thing back in.
Am I still on?
Yeah, no, you got to plug yourself in to be on, mate.
I'm here.
No, you're there. You're there, mate. You're on.
Keep talking for a minute,
You've
Spike.
got to get to your sponsors.
Here
Thank
we
you to
go.
them. Thanks to Steelo in the studio. Get the sponsors out, Grubby.
Corio Bay Health, the best in the business. Campy Engineering, don't know what they do, but they're great. Comnafine, if you're in the east. Go to the yards in the west. Raiders Bingo, you win plenty there. Hotham Hotel in the city. Elders Insurance, promoted trophies, Athlete's Foot, victory trophies. Support them all. They're all great.
You've been listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.